Hey guys, welcome back to ADP Art Creations. Happy Friday, guys. I'm so excited. Um, Win or lose, I'm excited. I'm gonna keep last game in my head as we move forward to the game tonight. Do I think we can win against the Valkyries tonight? Who knows? I believe we can. If he play the rotations right, we'll just have to see. Because we never know how things are gonna turn out, right? So, guys, I hope you enjoy your Friday. Come in, take your shoes off, relax, um, and just enjoy the show today. I won't keep you guys too long or whatever, but there comes a time when we as fans we have to come together and we have to talk about what we're going through as fans, right? And so the title is Chicago Sky Fans on the Road to Recovery. And the reason why I say that is because we don't know what each game is going to hold. You know what I'm saying? We've won 4 games. That last game was, oh my gosh, that last game with Killer Miller and Angel was so great. Hey, Jay Capone, I'm just getting here, relax, say what you want to say. We need to get it all out because as fans, we need to get it out as we continue to watch these games unfold. Um, yeah, so like I'm gonna take the last game all the way to each game we play. That's my therapy. And see, a lot of times sports is not just oh we love our fans, oh we just want to watch basketball. This is like one of our safe places where we can go, we can relax, and we can talk and say whatever we feel like we want to say, and it don't bounce back. It just hits the air and it goes from there, right? So I just wanted to say what kind of strategies we could use as fans. What are we going through? What do we see for tonight's game? Right, Jay Capone. Like he has to play her. He has no choice. But I'm saying he has no choice, but it you already know I want everybody to be prepared that he's gonna put Bam Bam in that starting lineup. She's gonna be in that starting lineup. If she don't, it's gonna storm and rain outside because he always puts her in that starting lineup. Now I want Michaela, I want Mick to get some time too. I want Michaela and I want Maddie to get some time in there. You need to figure out how to use them and don't mess this up. He got the people. Put Maddie in there. If nothing else, if you just want her to you know, just she's a big too. Well, she's a big, but we got our two bigs, but she could help do something, Jay Capone up there. You just because you play her 1 or 2 times, you don't know how she's gonna play. You got to keep playing her. Of course, she's gonna go out there. She in the unknown. She's been sitting on the bench for how long? You've been playing with her minutes. She's had no full time to be out there on the floor. So of course she's gonna get out there and make mistakes and stuff like that. She's nervous. Oh yeah, Jacob Home. Yes, that's the thing. Angel is the energy and the glue. Angel can connect and play with anybody. The same way she consistently get Camilla the ball, she do it with her other teammates. So why not use, what I'm saying? Why not use Angel to help Maddie out and they play together? I think that would be great. I think Maddie, Angel, and AA and Mick because Angel and Mick, they played last year, so they got a chemistry too. Put Mick in that game too. Why did he have Mick sitting on that bench like that last game like that? He could have gave her some playing time, and we would have been way up than what we were. And if they had a hit those shots that Angel was giving those assists on, you know what I'm saying? So man, I just hope I'm not crashing out Jacob on. I'm just looking. Look, every time that thought come, I look back at the last game because we need all of the great energy we can taking it into this game because we could win this game. We could have won the last 2 games before the last game. You know what I'm saying? Right. And you know what, Jacob, it is a good thing Miller gets a break and everything. Hey Donna, happy Friday. So it is good that Miller gets a break because her mind's at ease. She home, she get to see her family. How great is that she's home and she's playing for her home team and she get to see her family that she doesn't see every day, you know? So that's great too. And yes, it is an opportunity to see how these other players would fit in. Just put them out there and let Angel work with them, because you know his rotations ain't him trying to do it. It's not going to come together like that. The players, when they get on that court, they're going to have to work together, and they're going to have to take it into their own hands. And the key to it is for them working together. Oh, so look, what do y'all think about Mo Jefferson playing? What do you think she could do, Jacob and Donna? Because we guys, let it all out, because we need this before we hit up these games today. Anything you feel, get it out. Any frustration you have towards the game, get it out, because we need to get this done, because we got a game to get to, and we got to put, now is the time to put faith over fear. Do I believe Chicago gonna win more games? Yes, I do. Do I believe they're gonna surprise the people? Yes, I do. Because even the great teams that we think are you know, they're championship bound or whatever, they're acting up. The Aces acting up, the Lynx acting up. Yeah, they gotta, you know, they're winning a lot of games and stuff like that. But the overall chemistry across the WNBA is not good. You can feel it. It's not just with the Sky, but we the black sheep, so of course they're gonna put us out there like that, right? But the other teams are going through stuff too. You know what I'm saying? They're going through the drama. They're going through whatever's going on. It's something deep going on with that CBA, guys. It's something deep going on with that too, with the players or whatever they're deciding to do. So they're dealing with that too, you know, and personal stuff. Shoot, we need everybody at this point. I just can't stand Bam Bam and Clumsy Kia. Jacob Pone, sometimes I have to turn my head. I have to turn my head up. Like when Keisha now doing the play-by-play, my focus is totally on this laptop. You hear me? I had a game on the screen, the big screen over there, like we at the movies, you know, or whatever. And I gotta stick to this, because if I look over there and I see Bam Bam on that floor, man, that thing be getting on my nerves. And then when I peek and look at it, I'm like, oh, exactly what I thought she was gonna do. And Kia, I don't know. They're gonna have to get some oomph in them, like some bout it, like Mr. P or somebody, something. They're gonna have to get some. They really gonna have to play some energy out here on the court. And what would be your excuse not to go out there and play your best? When you play your best, that's all we ask. Come on now, play your best. You know, get out there on that court. Show us what you're working with. Mo, if healthy, needs to play. Need her point guard if she isn't, but on the injury reserve, and bring true point guard. Let me see. Okay, Donna, look, girl, I can put you up on the screen now. I'm moving up, guys. So no, she's not. I don't know why he's trying to make her one. If she could just pass the ball. As soon as you get it, girl, just pass the ball. Don't try to do nothing else with it. Don't try to shoot. You know what I'm saying? Just pass the ball. She needs to be like Spoon, like Teaspoon had her. That's the kind of rotation Rachel need to be in. Okay, Jay Capone said, just let AA and Angel ball. We need them. I know. I'm hoping, and I already can figure it out, that her AA and well, let's say AAA, right? They have a chemistry, so I feel like they can come together and they can snap tonight. But they have to come together. It has to be a balance between the two. They really got to hit that chemistry. I think that AA, she's got a point to prove from the last game, how they tried to play her. So I think I'm thinking she's coming out like a fireball. She has to come out like a fireball in order for us to even make some points on the board, because that Val team, they ain't no joke. They're no joke over there. They come to play. They know they got it going on. They're gonna come to play. And then Bree Hall over there. I know Camilla missed that, but they'll probably play again. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if she's gonna play tonight, but you know what I'm saying. Like she's gonna be over there too. But I don't doubt what we got that we can't do it, and hopefully we get like a Hopefully we get someone like a Rakia that's on the bounce for Allen because she had time that day. The dog came out of Allen last game. We need that in this game. We need that triple double in this game. And I also I believe Angel gonna play good. I believe Angel gonna continue to be the best rebounder in the league. I believe she, will be able to see more of her skills with what, of the players that are surrounding her. Man, oh yeah, 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 Jacob Home. It was. I love that game. Like we're very supportive, and then we get like, oh, we don't know, what I'm saying? We're watching the game, we don't know what the future holds. We know we got to go through the trials and tribulations, with our basketball too. So we like holding our breath. We don't know what's getting ready to happen. But I tell you what, we did not expect that like that. Like last game, they did that. That was like all team. And yeah, when you tired of losing like that, you the thing I think it is come on, guys, work together. I don't care what kind of contract you signed or whatever. Work together. Teamwork make the dream work, baby. That's what they say, right? So work together. You're better working together than you are apart because that's when everything goes crazy. They're gonna this is gonna have to take a team effort. Angel can't play all those positions on the court by herself. This is definitely gonna have to be a team overall team. And last game, I hope that last game helped them to see that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care what somebody said to me. You know what I'm saying? Hey, my job counts too. You know, I know they're gonna be tough. I know. Oh, I know they're gonna be tough, but you know what I'm saying? Jay, come on, it starts in your mental, it starts in your mind. If you say you can go out there and do something, you're gonna go out there and do the best that you can do to win. That's all we ask as fans. Like, just put up the effort, just try. You know what I'm saying? Don't get out there and feel like you're on vacation. Let me see what Donna said. Donna said, Ariel can't ball out because Coach Whisper forcing the point guard assignment. Let HBL learn on the job, and her and Angel can handle the ball. The rest just do their part and team effort. Right. But Donna, you know what too? I think they done. Ariel. Okay, when we started the season, her whole aura was different. Now it seemed like it's down. And I understand they're losing games and stuff like that, but it's something to it. It's something somebody had. I'm not gonna say I know for sure, allegedly, I think something was said to Ariel because it's like her mojo just froze for a minute. It just froze for a minute, you know. Um, but for all the players on the team, even the hero ballers, even the ones that be acting up and stuff like that, we just gonna have to we're gonna have to keep them in prayer. We're gonna have to pray for unity with this team, and we're gonna just have to believe our team gonna be more than what are we at 10, 11, or whatever. We just gonna have to believe we're gonna move up on it, and we're gonna be in the playoffs. If that's if that's what the team wants, they gotta want it, but it can't just be all, what I'm saying, on one person. Yes, let HBL get in there. The combination with HBL Angel is really good. I agree, Donna. I feel like, let me put you on the screen, Jake. I agree, Donna. I feel like we can build on this, plus Angel checking everybody. Yeah, she is. Listen, the gift that Angel has is a blessing, right? She has this gift. She knows that floor. She knows how to get the players the ball. She know how to tell them what position to get in. She I bet you Angel not just she studies that screen. She studies the film, not just for herself. She's learning every player that she's playing technique, and even the players she's not playing, so she can tell her other players. Sometimes when you watching the film, yeah, you're watching what you doing and what you need to correct and stuff like that. You need to be watching them other players too, at the same time. Wait, what phone said? Oh yeah. Donna said she agree with you. Yeah. So we're gonna see. Okay, so who do y'all think for the starting? Let's talk about the starting lineup and who should come off the bench. We already know X out Bam Bam because he gonna have her in that starting lineup. We know Angel gonna be in the starting lineup. We know we is AA and Mick gonna be in there. E will how are we gonna have the starting lineup since Miller's not there for these next couple of games? Should he put okay, so we have Bam Bam, we have Angel. Um I don't know if Allen and Nurse one of the two, I guess start off with Allen maybe and rotate Nurse in. Um I just want either way it go, I want Mick in there. I want Mick, Angel, HBL, Mick, Angel, HBL, AA, and who else do I want? We're gonna have to put I think Maddie will be good coming out. I think Maddie will be good coming off the bench. He don't have to necessarily he gonna put Bam Bam in that starting lineup, but if he decides he don't want to for some good reason, then who could we put in with Bam Bam for the starting lineup? That's what I'm thinking. Our starting lineup is we gotta see how that's gonna work out. Because we ain't got time for no selfish ball. We ain't got time for no running out the clock. We don't have time for no turnovers. Now the turnovers, what we had 11 turnovers last game. They trickled down, but you don't even want that many turnovers. You want to keep the less turnovers as possible. And like Brocott now was saying, we may have to do small ball. Yeah, Mattis should be backup for to Angel. Guys, he need to and two, when he play Mick, he need to put Mick back in her position to play. So Jay, are you saying like do you want Michaela in that starting lineup? Donna, what you thinking your starting lineup and who's coming off the bench for tonight's game? Because that's gonna make a difference. Like we can't be like not getting no points on the board. Like they 10 up already and we at 0. We gotta nip that in the bud. I see Angel taking more shots. Let's see if she take more shots tonight or whatever, because they already know we don't have Miller. You know what I'm saying? So they're gonna be trying to box Angel in because they know she coming for their heads. So we're gonna have to see how this gonna go, you know. But yeah, so that's how we're looking for the game tonight. We need to have a good starting lineup. His rotations need to be on point. What Jake won't say. Mick should come off the bench but play her more. Okay, gotcha. And I think that'll be great too. She come off the bench and just make sure he put her in her right position, because you put her out there. If you put her out there with Bam Bam, Nurse, HBL, that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. She has to have somebody. She has to have an Angel out there with her. Even if she coming off the bench, Michaela works good with Angel. I mean, everybody works good with Angel. Put it like that, you know. So we're gonna have to see how that works out. So okay, Jacob Capone and Donna, since we have seen Miller coming slowly, she's coming out her shell or whatever and stuff like that. As we move forward, as far as our Twin Towers, because that's gonna be crazy when they both get no triple doubles, right? I'm speaking it. So, what are you looking for with the Twin Towers? What are we seeing with our Twin Towers as far as moving forward? Like, what do you want to see from the players? What do you think they can achieve? Moving forward, we know that Angel is doing great in her new role and stuff like that, as usual. She's working on her turnovers. I know the one game she had the 7, turnovers or whatever and stuff like that. So she held accountability. She's working on that. We got Miller. Catch her early. You know what I'm saying? We know we got to catch Miller early, keep the encouragement going and everything, or whatever. And it's just like Tyler needs to. Okay, what Donna say? Tyler needs to start AA, Angel, HBL, E. Will, Allen, sub and nerd. Okay, start AA, Angel, HBL, E. Will, Allen. Oh, that's a nice lineup. Okay, I see you, Donna. Sub and Nurse and Rachel as needed. Who has the hot hand and Mick play more minutes? Right, right. And play Mick at the 3, right, and rotate Maddie in here and there at the 4. Oh, that would be nice. Donna, I like that. Yeah. Because I think even with Maddie doing that, Donna should be more comfortable. You know what I'm saying? You just thrown out there in the Lions den and say, go, go, girl. You know what I'm saying? They should both all stars at this point. I know. I'm I put the votes in. When I voted lately after everybody said how to vote, I put the Twin Towers and that's it at the top. And then guys, I had to put Skylar in there. I put Skylar down. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I had to put up at the bottom. I put Skylar, AA, um, Sykes. I think I forgot who else. I think Dejanay, because she's really um she's a good player. She just they going through it just like we're going through it in Dallas and stuff like that. But she has her skills. You know what I'm saying? We know what she can do. We know her skills haven't stopped or anything. It's just so much you know what I'm saying, going on overall. But yeah, I'm hoping they do all stars because that would be great for both of them to be an all star and take the people off that shouldn't be at the top. All star, it's gonna be crazy. I think the all star is gonna be crazy because we don't know what to expect. As far as the other players, we know Shot Time Barbie gonna get in there. Yes, I've been Donna. I've been sorry guys. I've been hold on. I've been voting for them to do it. I think it would be so great. And you can tell that they really want to go because Angel on her IG, she has been posting her, Miller and Mick. First she was posting her, Miller and AA. Of course she already know AA gonna be in there. But she was pushing, when they all played that good game, guys, and Mick played really good because they were working together. They had her on Mick on the floor with the Twin Towers. Well, Angel, she kept putting on her IG Mick and Miller on there to be voted for All Star, right? So, and then also know she was making a statement because it was a picture of all three of them up there, and I was like, she keep posting. I said she trying to tell us something, but as far as those four, I think all four of them should go to All Star. We don't know how it's gonna go, but what was Miller at? I don't know what number Miller was at on the list, but since they're not finished, we got until what? We got until tomorrow. I think tomorrow because the day the 27th. So we have until tomorrow, and they'll let us know who we got for the All Star game or whatever. I just hope they make sure they have like having security protection for the players, and let the players just go and play ball. Oh, it's tomorrow. Okay, yeah, just let them go out there and just play ball. Like without all that drama and stuff like that. But know where they going to play. So we gonna see what happens with that. But that's gonna be exciting. That's during my birthday week, so I'll be able to catch it. If they do right, I'll be able to catch it or whatever and stuff like that. Before, but I'm gonna probably be so excited because you know how birthday week. Hey, big girl, how you doing? Come on in here. Look, let it all out because we got a game tonight. We need to look. We need to let it out. Get your thoughts out. What you think? Who's your starting lineup? How you think this game is gonna go? As fans, what can we do to encourage each other? Because, like I was telling Jay Capone, a lot of times. basketball is like a type of happy place, like a type of therapy we go to, just a comfort zone for us. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to keep being like exhausted and overwhelmed as we watching these games, even though we're gonna be getting him the side eye because we know Bam Bam gonna be in that starting lineup, or whatever. So this is what we're talking about: all star starting lineup. As fans, we just need to continue to come together. The hate is real. I know some people in the chat last night were saying to watch one one Angel fan against 10 Angel haters. I turned it on for 1 minute, like a couple of minutes. I can't watch stuff like that, guys, because what is your point of making that? Like, and the stuff that were coming out of these people's mouths, like, well, I didn't even look at the rest of it. When it started, probably like 2 minutes in, I stopped it because you got people there that are not like the least bit intelligent speaking on something clearly where they haven't did their research and stuff like that. So I was like, what was the point of even making that known and out in the open like that, as if she doesn't receive enough? Like, what makes you think that was okay? Like, my daughter, she was putting on my makeup, right? And she was watching it with me, and she said, why would they do that? What she said, why? And she's 22, guys, so she's around Angel's age. And she was like, why would they do that? What makes them think that's okay? Like, it's enough that she's getting hit, and then you guys come with that. So I didn't even watch the whole thing because I can't stand. I don't like bullies. I don't like people talking about stuff they don't know. I don't like people. It's okay to critique people, but when you start saying she don't this or she don't that, how do you know what she thinks and what she knows? You don't know that. You're not her. And then on top of that, every time I scroll social media, even with my artwork, guys, especially on TikTok, they be coming up in the messages, leaving crazy stuff or whatever. I just ignore it, as long as it's not evil or whatever. But just for them to comment, like, say, a me bound and be laughing or something like that, I'm like, you took the time out your day to do that. Oh, let me see what. Donna said Scott Perimeter got to play great defense the whole game, limit turnovers, run on transition, make on miss, and most of all, Tyler can't fumble the rotations in order to get the W. Donna, woo, girl, get the oil, get the blessed oil, because right, them rotate. Look, guys, I may not have them stats and stuff down pat or whatever and stuff like that, but that eye test is real. I know, and I'm an artist about rotations. I'm like, this don't make sense. You keep doing the same stuff. You keep coming into each game trying to do the same stuff. It wasn't him last game. It was the players, because they were hungry and they wanted that game. They wanted to win that game. You know what I'm saying? So it definitely wasn't the coaching. It was the players in this one or whatever. But yeah, he got to get them rotations together tonight, and just make sure Bam Bam don't have the ball as much as possible, unless she's giving it off. Like, hurry up and get rid of that ball, and when you get rid of it, let it be somebody close. Don't be trying to throw all across the court and all that kind of stuff. You ain't got to do all that. You know what I'm saying? No, you don't even have to do that extra energy or whatever. So yeah, he's gonna have to do that. That's all we can think of, because sometimes he'll throw something in the mix and he'll go away from what works. He tend to go away from what works. And another thing, please don't, because he's good for doing this, and he may not even care that Miller's gone. If you sit Angel on that bench for a long period of time, I don't know what you expect for this game to turn out to be. Like, really, I don't know what you're gonna expect if you sit her down for a long period of time. She's gonna need some good minutes up on that floor. And like you said, he can have a backup. Um, the worst rotation is Bam Bam and HBL in the games together. I know. Bam Bam, look, Bam Bam, HBL, and Nurse. Angel has to play the entire game so she can facilitate the offense. Yeah, I know, big girl, but this is Marshmallow we talking about, and you know how Marshmallow do. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys think he's gonna be able to do it? Do you guys think that the ego and sticking to what he know, let him tap into the unknown? Do you think that's gonna work tonight? Like, do you? I mean, do you think he's gonna have a change of heart? He gonna put that faith out there because you already in the hot seat. You might as well do what's right. You're seeing it. You ain't even got to pull the film back. You sitting right there seeing it right in front of your face, close up. So you should be able to get get on the whatever on the bench or stand up, whatever you're gonna do, Marshmallow. You should be able to do right with these rotations. Like we're going into what game 12? We're going into game 12, I believe, and it's like you still doing the same old, same old. If they hadn't took over, we probably would have lost that game, and we could have been up by more points if they actually had a score once Angel do give them the ball. They got to work on the ball handle. They got to work on getting it into the basket. Angel, she working on it, guys. She's starting to take more shots and stuff like that. But she was like a slinky. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. And y'all can't be out there just chilling. You have to. It has to be a team effort. You have to work with what works. Why would you hate on someone that wants the best for everybody, want everybody to win, want everybody to be a part of that puzzle? Why would you hate on that? They looking at you too, your image too. Who knows which way Coach Whisper going to go? So stubborn and robotic. Yes, Donna. Ooh, yes, Donna. He is, girl. I can't even look at Whispers because he just so stuck in his ways. You could just tell when somebody's stuck in their ways and they don't want to see it any other way. They're gonna stick to it until they can't stick to it no more. Cause that's just how they are. But it's gonna have to be a point in it where you're gonna have to say, hey, do I want my team to win or do I want to continue to be in my ways? Like what's best for my team? Tyler definitely has to listen to Angel this game. The game plan would be to double Angel and get her in foul trouble. Right, big girl. He definitely has to listen to her. But I don't know. Is it like he feel like his male ego or something? Because and I know Angel don't be trying to step on nobody's toes. She just love basketball. She just want to win. She knows what works. I mean, you can't hate on that. You can't hate on it. She knows what works. She knows the game beyond what he can. Angel knows the game. She got this eye for the game beyond what these coaches can see, right? So he's gonna have to figure it out. He's gonna have to. Hey, nobody said she's never been disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? If she gets upset, she say something to you. Oh well, that's not disrespect. That's just blowing off some steam. But like listen to her because she knows when Nola started listening to her and Chelsea Gray started helping Nola, they started winning those games. Angel seems to be the only one that understands the offense and defense. The reason why she facilitates so well. Yeah, big girl. Right. She's got a gift for that. Hey, Miss D, what's going on? You let me know if you want to come up, Miss D. But yeah, um, she she does know how to facilitate the offense and defense. Let her cook. Just let her cook. Just let her see what happens. You saw what happened last time, and they actually was listening to her because they were hungry. So now that this opened the door for them to be hungry, come on, let's put that meal on the plate, guys. Let's work together. You know what I'm saying? Let her cook. But he has to have them on. You know what I'm saying? He has to have her on the floor to do that. He cannot sit her. You know what I'm saying? He can't sit her um and then he can't sit her down And then, okay, Miss D, the links right now. Yeah, he can't just sit her down for long periods of time, big girl. If he sit Angel down for a long period of time, we in trouble. Even if she, her shots might not be like normal, even if her rebound is not like normal, still he needs her on that floor. And don't take her out. Do not take Angel out when she's hot. Miss D, you can hit the link. It's in the chat. Yeah, don't take Angel out when she's hot. Everybody know, even I know, everybody know, especially in that fourth quarter, Angel get heated. It's like that B more come out in her. But if you don't allow the B more to come out and have her on the floor, then she can't play. She can't play or whatever. Hey, Miss D.
Hey, how you doing? How did you get it to where I can just tap it? How
Girl,
that
I
happen?
just I just copied the link and dropped it in the chat.
And that's what I did, but it don't turn blue. Man, don't turn blue when I did it in my chat. That's why I asked you.
What?
No, it didn't turn blue. It was easier to do it now. I didn't have to go into uh 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 ah Safari. I could just
It's just Miss D. I'm telling you, it comes with practice. You know what I'm saying? You see, I got y'all. I got them on the big screen today. Oh yeah, it's Happy Friday, girl. So I can look. I got my little chat messages up, so I don't upgrade it. It's all when you feel comfortable. Because KSAP showed me all this stuff. So it's like when once you get comfortable and stuff like that, and just keep doing it. It all comes with practice. Even if you get overwhelmed, keep doing it. You know what I'm saying? But you've been doing really good with doing your lives and doing your shorts and stuff. Okay, Big Girl said Angel will play smart and she will be reserved in this game in order to stay out of foul trouble. I believe she's going to be guarding Kayla Thornton, the best player on the floor. Well, Big Girl, I should have pulled that up with what Kayla Thornton said about her, because Kayla Thornton said she be studying them notes, but then Angel turn around and do something, do something to show her out. So that's going to be exciting, because I think it's going to be exciting because they both respect each other. And it's no like jealousy or anything with her as far as playing against Kayla or whatever. So I think we're gonna have a good game. I think when Angel's on the floor, she don't see all that. She just strictly focused into the game. You can tell she be strictly focused into the game, except when you guys be like she be in her head. Y'all be knowing. That's how you know. That's how you know fans have their players' best interest at heart, because you guys can see it, you call it, you know it, you can critique it, but you all critique it with love. You know what I'm saying? It's no like just downing her out or nothing like that. You just keeping it real. And then every time you guys be in the chat saying what she need to work on, critiquing whatever, she'll be in the press saying the same thing. You know what I'm saying? It's a big difference from real genuine fans to fake fans that only watch the highlights. Don't watch highlights and say, "Oh, she need to work on this." Come on, you can and you'll really tell people in the chat that just watch the highlights. No, you need to watch her game. But yeah, I know it's gonna be exciting, Big Girl. I think, guys, y'all hyping me up for a win, so we're gonna see how they play tonight. Miss
I said
D,
it. I think they can win. I think they can win this game.
Miss D, I couldn't hear you, girl. You must have been talking and had your mic off.
No, I had the mic off. I didn't want to have the mic
Oh,
open.
oh yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
well, Casey taking a nap, so I was like, let me go ahead and jump on here because I had to. I was running errands today, and I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do the live. Have to push it back or whatever, but I made it in time and stuff like that.
You know
Or
what?
whatever.
I was gonna be on time, but I thought it said 5:30 my
Yeah, I
time.
was gonna. Yeah, I was gonna do five. I had switched it to
Oh,
5:30. I had switched it to 5:30 when I got back because
right,
I was like, okay, let me get his lunch and grandbaby, and we was getting them settled and stuff like that. But they wanted Play-Doh. That's their special treat they asked for before when I went out grocery shopping and stuff. And their
oh,
special treat they want Play-Doh. And of course, they want the little push pop thing. So I had to
yeah,
go out there and run the errands because my son, my 17-year-old, he's getting ready to go to a youth Christian camp or whatever. They
oh,
go
that's
every
good.
year. They go to a campsite, so I had to make sure he got everything. I like to pack my child some snacks. I know they feed him good or whatever, but I
Right,
like to make sure my child have snacks, have everything he need when he go on that trip. Don't ask
right,
nobody for nothing. Don't be sharing no snacks.
right,
Not saying to be selfish, but
right.
you
I
got to
understand what
think
you're saying.
about stuff like that unless you sign a paper. Okay, it's okay to give such and such a snack. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right. And plus,
Whatever.
you gotta make sure he have his just in case they don't, you don't assume that they had the snacks.
Yeah, and no peanuts. I was like, oh gosh,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah. You
No.
know what I noticed? A lot of kids these days, this time, a lot of kids in this era are allergic to peanuts for some reason.
Yeah, so I
It's
didn't
kind
put
of
I
weird.
didn't put nothing with peanuts or
No.
nothing with nuts in there because I was like, Hey, I was going to
Right.
pick you up to my
So
you
he
the
got
gave
a. Do we have a what you call those pens? Those allergy pens, whatever you call it. You got the
he don't need
EpiPens.
he doesn't need it, but I just didn't
Okay.
want him to get anybody else
Right. Right.
with peanuts and
Yeah. You
stuff.
don't
So I
want to be
went,
responsible. Like.
uh-huh. Yeah, so I
Yeah.
went and ran those errands and come back. So the timing just worked out. I was like, oh, let me go ahead and get on live because Moo Moo sleep. You don't never know what time he gonna get up. So I was like, let me go ahead and do that. We got both of them down to sleep, 2 and 7 guys at the same time. God is good.
Oh, yeah, he is.
They need them naps, but
Me
um,
too.
what big girl say right? Big girl's like, Angel will be playing the 4 and 5. She's only a threat on the floor. They will try to keep Angel off the boards. Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, they will. They will. But yeah, she will be guarding Thornton. That's their most that's their actually. You know what? Kayla Thornton playing like an MVP this year. She in the top for the MVP talk. So yeah, she'll play her. And then
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah,
I
go ahead.
think E will play LA. Letitia Emma here. She'll play her. And then I think they're kind of small after that. Who else they got that's kind of big? Timmy will probably be playing.
Bree Hall is up there.
Yeah, but she's not as tall. She's only 6 feet, but she played bigger than what she
Oh,
is.
okay.
Yeah, she played bigger
Okay.
than what she is. Yeah, so she probably play. She played wing. She played that at South Carolina. She'll play big players. Don't get me wrong, but yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. But this a game. Remember you said you're one game at a time. That you said, but but they'll win
Look,
this game. I think they can.
look, we gotta get our thoughts together. I told him lay it all out. Any anger, look, any
But Coach
fuss.
Whispers got to stay out the way. Don't sit
We all,
Angel. Angel got to play 30 some over 30 minutes. Coach Whispers.
right. He cannot sit her down long periods of time or we doomed.
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
If he sit her down like he been doing, they don't know when to put. I don't know what he was doing. I mean, I understand give her a break and stuff like that. So, Miss D, do you think that he gonna have Mo Jeff in there, and do you think Maddie's gonna get her time to play?
So that's the point. Is Mo Jeff going to play? Do she want to play?
Girl, she probably allegedly in my head she probably don't want to play. They hurry up and got her off
Right.
the injury list. To me,
Because
they hurry up and got her off the injury list because it was hot on the Twitter. It was hot on the socials about them getting another player, and then all of a sudden you take her off the list. I'm
and
just saying.
also, she could fake like she's injured and just collect the money and then wait till next year to leave because everybody. I think she's got this her last year on the contract or not. I'm not
Mhm.
sure. So she gotta, probably sit back and say, I'm making my money. I don't care. So I don't know. I don't think she'll like she in a rush to get back. I'm not sure. I
Because
might be wrong.
he didn't even play a last game. That's what I'm saying. If you send a player
Right.
off the injury list, why don't you play even if you played it for 2 minutes?
That's why I wish that, like I said, I wish that they, I don't know who can they waive to get a guard in there. Deja Kelly out there, Diamond Johnson out there.
They're not getting nobody, Miss D. I
I
told
know.
you.
But they need to, because I'm tired of seeing Rachel Banham and certain players. I don't want to. I even don't want to see Angel bringing the ball up, because that take away from what she do. I don't want to see that. They need a guard that wants to dribble the ball up the floor. A guard, not Angel as a wing or a 3 or 4. Mm-hmm. I don't want that. Yeah.
So what's your starting lineup?
Mine is Angel, of course. Michaela, E-Will, HVL, and that's it, right? Hold on. Angel, E-Will, Michaela, HVL, and Ariel.
Oh, okay.
And then the first person off the bench would be Rebecca, and then Rachel. But double R, I don't want none of them R's, just the rated R's to start. That's what I call them, rated R.
You call it rated R? Oh,
yeah, the rated R's.
So they okay. So they like Donna said Angel got the advantage. She should dominate on the boards and floor management, but the rest got to make their shots and play their position effectively and stop messing up Angel assists. Right, Donna, like she could have had that triple-double last game. Hey, Patricia. Yeah, she could.
Hey, Patricia, how you doing? Hey, everybody in the chat. I'm sorry. I gotta I'm still in the StreamYard backstage, because when I go to the actual live, so I can't see everybody unless I type in a chat. So
can you see it when I put it up?
Yeah, I can see it. Yeah, I had to go into the StreamYard, got somewhere say comments, so I had to go inside there. But I can't really go inside the live because I will mess up I have to come in and out. But listen, it says stream to your audience. What did that mean? In the backstage.
Don't start me up, Miss D. You have both of us off this channel.
I want to see something, right? I want to see something. Oh, I can stream to my destination. Okay, that's interesting. That's cool. But I'm not gonna do that.
That's what Bro Cloud. Okay, that's what Bro Cloud was telling us to do. You wasn't in the chat that day. He was telling me and Tulip, and he was looking for you, saying that when they go live with the Players Club and stuff, we need to.
I didn't know this. I didn't want to. Well, see, I didn't come up yet. I mean, they had to have me come up as a guest. I just can't stream to mine unless I come up in the stream. You know what I'm trying to say? Like I'm doing now with you. I can't stream mine unless I come into the chat. I mean, unless they invite me, like I do a Duvall. Yeah.
Look, BD, we're not messing with you today. We coming in here. We moving by faith, not by fear. We coming in here. We're gonna encourage each other. We're gonna encourage our team. Let me put out here what BD did, so because he always calls.
I saw that. Listen though.
Look, road to recovery. Ain't no recovery this roster. Respect.
So can I stream mine? Can I stream my thing to your
Try to see if you can do it. Try to see if you can do it.
Okay. And I don't know the title though. What's the title?
I can't see the title is Chicago Sky Fans on the Road to Recovery. Oh, you got to put the title in there too.
I see. Yeah. That's what it looks like. Let me see if I do it. I don't know.
You can always look a trial and error. Look, BD, we're gonna walk.
She's the encourager. I'm like you sometimes. No, not because I don't know.
Because I say that because like I don't know. I just believe that I might BD. Listen. We're going to go through trials and tribulations or whatever in life. And our teams are going to go through trials and tribulations. An example of that is I'm a diehard, I got to say, Washington Commanders. You know, I want to say the other thing, but I don't want to be offensive or nothing. So I'm a diehard Washington Commanders fan. There's nothing you can say or do that's going to change my mind. And when we finally got JD, that he started to rewrite our story. So I'm going to stick with my team. I'm going to believe in my team. Sometimes stuff don't happen in the way we want it to, but these players need us. And, you know, look at them. Our team is losing losing like crazy. We need to be able to build them up. Not only to build them up, we need to be able to build each other up as fans, because a lot of people in the chat be crashing out, and sometimes y'all might think it's a joke, but they be for real. And you can tell how they be for real by the way they keep repeating and putting stuff in there, and they react to stuff. Oh, your Giants. Your Giants.
Can you do me a favor and see if in there? See if I'm in there. I think I'm in there, but I can't see because I'm in the it says it, I guess, on my Six Women Sports.
Yeah, you are. You in here.
Because as far as the live.
Yes, you're connected to my live. At the top, when you do this, when I come over to yours, at the top, you'll have to show me how to do it. But at the top, it's going to have your symbol. It's going to have the little YouTube thing, and it's going to have a check.
I saw it.
Okay. Yep. So. Just like your when I sync with my phone and my computer, my iPhone syncs with the Mac. So I see the sharing link.
So what I was gonna say is, look, you're the positive comforter, and I'm not necessarily like that because
I think I listen, because in due time I'll share more of my testimonies, but you have to be, when you go through so much in life, you don't have no choice but to be more positive, because what is it gonna do? You know what I'm saying? It'll tear your body out. That's true. If you keep doing that, you know what I mean?
But I will say this:
I believe in people. I believe in.
I believe in Angel. I believe in Angel.
No. I'm saying I believe.
I know. But the rest of them are like, oh my God.
Look, we could believe that Bam Bam need to be on the bench coming off in selective minutes.
Not only the bench, she need to be out the league. I'm like, oh my God, no disrespect.
Well, that's somebody. That's somebody's job, so I'm not gonna mess with you.
I know we got too many players. We got like 20 players in the league. I'm like, why are you here? Why are you here?
BD, it's up to the team as a whole to rise up or just lay down. It's up to them to recover and end up on high note and stay wounded. I know. But look, like I said, it's okay if they can win. They just have to. Angel just have to play out her mind. What I mean by that, she don't have to score a lot, but she have to make sure that everybody doing what they supposed to be doing, and they have the right lineups, and then the right players at the right time. He mess up they have momentum, but he messes up the rotation. I know.
Yeah. Every time bring in Rachel, I'm like, ugh.
Every time she gets a hot hand, and that's why I was like, Angel, we need that B more coming out in every single game. Now that you know what's up, girl. Bring it out.
Exactly.
Miller gave
it drives me nuts.
Y'all will win games too. I think like K-Step said, I really think that when Lisa came, it wasn't just Angel. Camilla, I know it's almost as if, they're twin towers, right? So they got this chemistry. So you already know they're talking outside of, basketball or whatever the case may be. So what I saw last game, somebody said something to Camilla that works. And I don't believe, you have the coaches there say different things or whatever. It wasn't that. We watched all these games. It wasn't that. You know what I'm saying? Somebody put something in Mills' ear to say, if you want it, go get it, because I know you can do it. As if she was reading Keisha's lips through the play-by-play, because Keisha was on her, and then she started, I'm just messing, but, she did start playing good or whatever and stuff like that. So to me, for that last game, for them to dominate like that, hey, the same way you helped me, can you bless and help my twin? And we saw that last game, not just her. It's like, Lisa was at Unrivaled. Whoever wanted to help or whatever, she was there to help them out. And it shows what Teaspoon did for the girls in Unrivaled, and it shows what Lisa Leslie did for the girls in Unrivaled. Because you remember Unicorn Lisa was helping Unicorn too. So it just plays a role. it's not what you say, it's how you say it. And sometimes you have to get on that person's level to get them to understand what you're saying. And it works. I'm telling you, it works. What you think, Miss D?
Can you hear me?
No, I can hear you now.
Okay. The reason why I said it, big girl, typed in something. I was trying to say, hey. Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah. I agree with you, but like I said, game by game. But this game definitely they can win. They just have to play like I want them to play.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, I see you.
typed in the
You were
wrong
able to
thing.
say, hey, but that's okay. You got in there in the chat to say something or
Yeah,
whatever.
hold
Yeah,
on. I messed
it's
up. I'm sorry. What the heck was I right?
that's okay. You figuring it out.
Yeah. Thanks, big
Yeah,
girl, for
but
coming.
the chemistry tonight is the key. The Valkyries are scrappy and going to fight to the end. Sky gotta be locked in ready. Yeah, Donna, they do. It's gonna take the chemistry of the team. They are going
Oh,
to
I see
have
it.
they are going to have to work together. I don't care. Not everybody gonna like you. Not everybody gonna care to be hanging whatever kiki and all that kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, at least you're gonna respect me and let us play together. Michaela, I believe that, big girl.
Exactly. Michaela
I
played good
believe Nick
defense.
is the key to
Play
win this
her, play
game.
her
He
more.
need to play her. He didn't even play her like that, guys, last
Exactly.
game.
And try Maddie out. Try Maddie. You see, look. Okay, look. Did you see last night? You see how the Mystics played mostly all their players, including the rookies.
Yeah.
You see that? That's how
Mm-hmm.
you have to trust. Come on, not no look. Like
But
I keep
Miss C,
saying,
you got to remember
uh,
who he coming out front of. Him and Teaspoon tight, so he coming from the Teaspoon. He was with Teaspoon on our team last year.
right. But what I'm saying is, Tyler, you can't get no worse than Rachel Battle on defense and offense, because like okay, it was a game they could have had five to six wins. It was a game where remember how Rebecca Allen was getting cooked by Ryan Howard when Rebecca
Yeah,
Allen was on her. Now when Michaela was on her, she played her pretty good. She didn't get off like that. And so he didn't realize that, and he set Michaela and never put her back on Ryan Howard. And that was a game that they could have won. It was not like they was getting blowed out, you know.
yeah.
So
I
yeah.
don't know. I don't even know what his whole point of doing that was. Big girl said the Sky will need Maddie and Michaela defense. Kia Nurse needs limited minutes. He did that one game, big girl. We ain't seen that since then when he limited Nurse minutes. But some tell me he don't think like we do. Oh gosh, go grab the oil. Miss D, he don't think like we think. We see what works. You know what I'm saying? You done broke it down, big girl, Donna and Jay Capone and stuff. We see what works, but he goes away from what works. He don't think like that. Let's see what we'll know within that first and second quarter what he's gonna kind of do. Is he gonna kind of roll with the same stuff he's been doing, or is he gonna make a change or whatever, That's gonna be the thing. But it's gonna take the team to take it into their own hands when they get on that court. If they're hungry enough for it, then they will win. If they not, then we're gonna see something like a couple of the last games. But sometimes it takes for that one good win like that for them to come together and say, "Hey, I don't want this to keep happening." And at least, hey, if it happens, it's not like a 20 point, 10 point. No, let it be like 5. Or let us see your effort. Let us see you fight for it. You know what I'm saying? When you're in the game tonight.
Look, we did have one big win. We beat the Sparks, and then we came back and laid an egg.
No, I'm saying like their chemistry. This was the first time everybody was on one accord. When you're on one accord, everything go good. This last game, everybody was on one accord.
Yeah.
Miss D, give me 1 second.
I want to see what y'all say in the chat. Yeah, Bam Bam played pretty good. She didn't try to take over the game, but that's how she had to be the rest of the game. She can't take over. Angel said something to her, and she got her in check. I'm sorry.
Yeah, because like when you cool with people and you communicating with them, when you tell them something like that, they don't become offended by it. You know what I'm saying? They hear you and they know they got to get it together. So it's like it's a respect thing, you know. He has to play HBL more than Bam Bam because HBL is faster than Bam Bam and more scrappier. Yeah, she is. He does. Let's see, guys, because he is, man, Bam Bam can do no wrong in his eyes. He do. We're gonna see how it goes. No, she didn't, BD. For real? Are you serious, Miss D? BD, you for real? Is that what she said?
What happened?
BD said she told her stop. You know.
Something like that. Something like that.
He just breaking it down. He just trying to be nice. Only BD. Man, look. Sometimes you got to keep it real. People like, I'm telling you, I love it. I love it when the B more comes out in Angel. I love it. It's great. Hey, Mamu. Yeah. Thank you, Wody. I appreciate it. I just really watch whatever Keisha do. Like whatever team she do on the play-by-play, that's what I watch. So like tonight she's doing 2 play-by-plays. I think Miss D, don't Dallas play tonight?
Yep, Dallas play tonight, and I gotta see who else.
Dallas play against who tonight?
I don't know. That I don't know.
See, I don't know who they play against. I just know who we play against. Okay, so Wody, that game, Dallas game is at 8 if you're on Georgia's time or whatever, and then 10 o'clock for our game for Chicago tonight. People forget that Bam Bam has been a bench warmer for a while, and this is the first time she's been called on to perform.
Yeah, Bam Bam.
They play the Fever tonight. Paige play Fever. Oh, it's time.
And guess what? And Paige gonna light them up because they had,
Paige gonna light them up. I know.
The Fever lost to the Sparks, so I know the Dallas just as good as the Sparks are. So yeah.
Yeah. Look.
But you know what? Go ahead.
No, it's just like Dallas thinking like we are. Dallas like, look, each game, we just gonna take our time with each game, see what happens.
You know what, Dallas? You know what happened? They saw what the Mystics was doing, and they started to play Isaiah James, Zay James, and they started to play Quinley. They started to play more rookies than Paige, so that's good. And they starting to see that they mixing in with the rookies with the vets.
Yeah, that's how you got to do it. That's exactly how you got
to play Maddie. So what's going? It got to be something going on in practice that you're not playing Maddie, and you'll play a player like Rachel, who to me can't move like that. I don't get it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Rachel and Rebecca, she had her knee problems, but they basically been the last few years, besides the Scat picking them up. They basically, and Kia Nurse had the injuries. All 3 of those players was basically being bench warmers. Mm-hmm. Y'all treating them like starters. Along, you put them alongside Angel Camilla, and that's like, so
yeah. Let me see what the biggest. They are playing at the AA Center and it's sold out. Couldn't get tickets. I might go down there and watch it on the jumbo TV outside. She's talking about the Dallas one, the Dallas and the Fever game. What Donna say? Big girl. That just shows how the W only cater to certain players. Others get caught up in the wash. They say a lot about development, and the W is horrible. Yeah, you see how guys, did you see that? I don't know how real it is, but it had Kathy stuff at the bottom. Somebody posted it was on threads where crazy, but was it Satu said they don't need to be playing all them games back to back, and she said something about if you can't handle it, you shouldn't be in the league. I'm like, what? What Wody saying? Wody say rookies are hungry. Old school coaches got to give these players young players a chance. Yeah, they do.
That too got her nerves. And you know why? Because she's been injured the last few years. Unless she was faking it, she's been injured the last few years, and now finally she's healthy. So now she want to talk junk. Come on, Satu.
Satu don't care. She don't care. She do not care. She gonna okay. She gonna say whatever she want to say. Look, she don't really have a filter. Just close it, Kylan. She don't really have a filter on. So she gonna say whatever, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, they really do. They really got to give these rookies a chance. Get them a chance to get warm on the floor. Don't just throw in one game out of 11 games and say, hey, you're going to win us the game or whatever the case may be. Get them a chance, to be out there for a while and get used to it and get comfortable.
Well, why don't, I can't say it. Why don't they do this? Instead of playing either Rachel or Rebecca, mix in Maddie. One of them have to not play. So we can see Maddie instead of Rachel or Rebecca, because they cannot be the starters. If I see Rachel Benham the starter, it's over with. I'm sorry, I'm through. I'll pull my hair out if I see Rachel or Rachel, especially Rachel, but Rachel and Rebecca, no. I'll pull my hair out.
Don't pull your hair out, Miss D. Yeah, don't pull your hair out. Look, keep your hair in. It's gonna work out. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna all work out. We just got to go with the flow. Okay, bye, Colin. It says the W got to get out. Okay, the W got to get out the Stone Age thinking. The vets are supposed to start even if they not producing. It's a new day. Put in the rookies. You drafted them. Let them play. Mumu, you. Yeah. So yeah, that's what they got to do to get them a chance. I think this year, like the rookies, they hungry. They want to play. They want people to see them, in the W play their game. But they can't do that if you don't allow them to play more than just like 5 minutes out of 11 games or 10 minutes out of 11 games. Far as the Sky and the other teams, like they got to get off of that. They got to let these girls play because they could be the missing pieces if they just play them. Miss D, give me 1 second, right? And I'll come back. Talk to the chat till I get right back.
Okay, let me see. Donna, you're right. I might be having to pull my hair. And then now in the rotations, but what we want, far as common sense, Coach Whispers don't go by what he needs to. But maybe Rena and Coach Tanisha Wright need to pull him to the side. Like, look, this ain't gonna get it. Angel need to speak up too. Don't be afraid, Angel. This is your team. Speak up. Speak out. The rookies, you see, like I said, you see what the Mystics doing. They letting the rookies play, and a lot of their rookies are rookie of the year candidates, like Kiki, and especially Sonia Citron. Then you got younger players who they second year, Lucy Olsen, who played at Iowa with CC. You got Shakira Austin who playing pretty good. And you also have Edwards who came back. So we need some younger coaches, young intelligent coaches, not young and soft coaches like Tyler Marsh. No disrespect. Go ahead.
No, keep going, Miss D. You good? Oh, Mrs. has 3 rookies and they played their butts off. I know, but he coming from the sky, so that helps us see like how Teaspoon and the other coaches really played a part in these players. You know what I'm saying? Where you see one person and somebody ill, you know what I'm saying, and the rest of them like, what in the world's going on type of thing. So I'm quite sure it'll be great if they play their rookies. They're gonna have to if they want to win some games. It all depends on what their intentions are. But yeah, they did really good yesterday. And I was saying that when it comes to the Mystics, I was like, they just need to learn how to close some games out. They closed it out last night, I'll tell you that. But the Mystics, they're really doing good with him. That's what I'm talking about. When you love and trust and respect your coach, or your coach has your best interest, and you see that he wants to see the best in you, you're going to do whatever it takes when you get on that floor, win or lose. You're going to fight to win. You're going to do your best and go from there. But when your coach is not investing in you like that, the puzzle pieces are going to be so disconnected. They're not going to glue together unless, like we seen last game, where the players took matters into their own hands, and you know what I'm saying, and we won the game. But let that girl play. You got her on that bench. You drafted her. Let her play. And so what? If she messes up, okay, at least let her get in there. You got to know how to use her, though. That's another thing, too. When you put the rookies out, know how to use your rookies. Know how to include them in those rotations the right way. You haven't been playing her like that. Don't put her out there and have her play the whole quarter, or have her play this amount of minutes, or put her in between. Do not put her in third quarter. I say, look, put her in any other quarter, but when it comes to that third quarter, don't do it. Plus, there's no jealousy. You don't hear none about players not liking each other. Right. You don't. That looked like a team that wants to win. That looked like a team working together or whatever. Hey, Alan, that's a team like wanting to win. They want to work together or whatever and stuff like that. You don't see that. You don't see no hate. You don't see no upset. You don't see no hero ball. You don't see Edwards saying, "Hey, that's my spot." You don't see her reaction like that. You don't see her acting like that. She's been a great team player to Citron and Kiki. Real head coaches, no seat filler like Tyler. He needs to start possible as an assistant or stick with developing, not ready for head coach position anywhere. I know. And then they watching this. They watching this. And what bothers me is when when somebody acting up or not doing right, and then you sitting up there encouraging them, like the reporters and all that. First they was like laughing and stuff. Now you're like, oh, no, we're not talking about personality coaching. We're not talking about that. We're talking about how he runs those rotations, how he runs those plays, what we're seeing is how the atmosphere is, how the division is, how the puzzles are not being glued together. That's what we're seeing. We are quite sure he's probably a great person, great dad, whatever the case may be. But we're talking about his job. This is your job. You have to separate your job from your family. You do. Not like that. You know what I mean? Not like that. But there has to be like, okay, this is basketball. Your family and stuff come first. So if you sign yourself up for a coaching position, those players become your family because they're going to be around you a lot of time, and they're going to be watching you. You're going to be teaching them. So they become not just your players or your students, they become your family too. And so when you want your family to win, the same way you want your family to win, when you want your team to win, your players to win, BD, they're always doing that, putting all them games on at one time. At least Dallas at 8 and Chicago at 10. Who would have thought that the Mystics would be 8-8? Yeah, right. Not even. I think people were looking more at Dallas and people were looking at Dallas. They had a fan fever. They were looking at Dallas, the Fever, the Aces, the Lynx, the Liberty, those type of teams. They were not thinking about Atlanta Dream. They were not thinking about the Mystics. They were not thinking about Chicago. They had Chicago at the bottom. But see, this is the thing. They had us at the bottom in a rival. We turned that thing around. So sorry guys, anything can happen. Ms. D, what you think about that? About the Mystics being at 8?
Oh yeah, I'm very surprised about that. I'm very surprised.
Who are the teams you surprised about?
The Mystics, because I was surprised at how their rookies are playing like wise beyond their years, and I'm surprised about the Bucks because they had some injuries and they brought some players in, and they brought in a young lady they let go, and she was playing good before they let her go. She came back and played pretty good. So the Bucks and the Mystics and Dallas, I'm very happy that they're playing better.
And BD brought up a good one too. Who thought the Mercury would be 11-4? What was your thoughts on the Mercury?
Yes, I was shocked on the Mercury because remember Diana Taurasi retired. They got rid of PG
left.
Yep, and Sophie, who played good with them, and Natasha Cloud. So they lost a lot of veterans, and I thought they was going to be kind of a struggle. Maybe they make the playoffs, and maybe they be in like a 6th or 7th place. I didn't see them, being as good as they are. So yeah, that's a shock. I forgot about them. And AT, the way she playing, she almost at MVP level. Then Satu, I knew she was gonna have a good season, but I didn't think she was gonna be like an MVP candidate. So yeah, that's a good spot.
I know everybody was a little nervous about little Satu out there. But she seemed to be doing all right for herself. So that's good. Yeah. I was not expecting. Well, I said yes, I was, because when we started, Ms. D, when the games first started, I said something's different. The atmosphere is different. Something's going on. Even with the championship team, something's just not right across the board. Even with the Liberty and stuff, they are winning. They get winning all these games, but it's just something about it where, okay, I need to see that fire. Come on, let's get some games in there. It's hard for us to even watch our games when we get blown out 30. You know what I'm saying? So, but we watch it because that's our team. But still, like all across the board, it's like it's any man's game. It's any man's game. I don't care what it looks like. Don't get it twisted. Yeah, these teams are up at the top, but anybody can take over. We still got all these games to play, guys. So we just don't know. We just don't know how it's gonna go. Oh, you think that's who's gonna be Rookie of the Year? It seems like they already got the blueprint out for either Kiki or Paige, but more Paige. Who you think? Who you got for the Rookie of the Year, Miss D?
Oh, I'm sorry. Dang, I was on mute. No, I was saying Paige because even though she missed 4 games, she still put up big numbers. Now McCoy is playing pretty good on a good team, but it's still Paige. It's not that they gave it to her. It was easier for her to say that they gonna give it to her, but she actually putting up points. She actually
no. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say it that way.
But yeah, I know what you're saying. Okay, right? Okay. It was kind of ordained for her to do it, but she did actually live up to the hype.
They didn't just give it to her,
right? They gave her the hype, but she lived up to it. And then the second place will be either Kiki. Third place will be Pow Pow. It could change. Maybe the somebody get injury and then Pow Pow she putting up good numbers. So it could be like this. It'll be Paige, Kiki, Pow Pow, Citron, then Monique, Makani, like that,
Hmm.
and then go from there. So yeah, Paige would be the rookie of the year. It's deserved. It's deserved
Yeah,
because
because
she
she
had all that pressure on her. Remember, even though Enrique is there, we all know now that Dallas Wings is Paige team. That's her team now. That's her team.
it's okay long as it doesn't. The thing is, when we have the players, it be their team. It's like, come on, let's just work together. You know what I'm saying?
No, no, I'm
You
not
work,
saying like that. What I'm saying is, she had that pressure.
yeah,
Enrique. You know. But
yeah.
listen, I
I'm,
got a question. Now you
okay.
are the encourager. How can you encourage Dewana Bonner, who's probably has some issues in Indy? That's why she probably walked away, even though she took the money at first. What are some of the things that that you would say to Dewana?
Well, she made a comment saying she's not a quitter, and when everything comes out, be as loud as you were when you were being mean to. In so many words, be while you being mean and throwing all the shade. When you see what happens, be as loud when it comes out. So for me, with DB, it's a hard decision when you're talking about a job because we don't know the insides of somebody's personal life. Yes, yeah, she went and she took the money. If you had another team and somebody offered you more money, you would even take it because you'd be like, hey, you know what I'm saying? I've dealt with certain things like this. It's probably not as bad, but I know it's going on, but it's probably not as bad. So what I would tell her, hey, we all make mistakes. We all sign up for jobs just because sometimes we sign up for jobs for the money and not putting the thought in for what your mental. And for me, it started off like that, but then it was like, hey, and it wasn't my students. I taught 12 and a half years. Hey, I'm getting ready. I'm going to have to leave. I'm going to have to like retire from teaching pre-K, right? And so it's more of my mental state. My mental state was like, hey, I'm here at this place from 7 a.m. to 4 or 5. Teachers going in and out. You may have to stay, whatever the case may be. No $20 job is going to cover my mental. And so when you have all that stuff kicking in and all the other stuff kicking in or whatever coming at you, for me, it's my mental over money. It's my kids and my family, God first, over money. Because if I have all of that, gotta make sure I got the rest, right? So for DB, she probably just took a chance because of the money. She thought it wasn't gonna be as bad, and it wound up being a whole different story. And when she's ready, she will sit down and tell her story. What we need to do is stand up for her. Even though she made that decision, she got out of that decision. She didn't continue to stay the whole year. Kudos to her for leaving and standing her ground. Some would stay and still deal with that, knowing that their mental health is going crazy or whatever. And you also got to remember she has kids. So whatever decision she makes, it has to be around her family too. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes even with all of the drama with that team, it could also be your kids are not fitting in. Your kids are homesick. You just never know when it comes to a person. It's a person when they have kids, when they're dealing with job decisions on what's the best interest for their family. You don't know if they inside what bills they have to pay, who they covering, who they helping out. So with DB, hey, she went over there, she found out what was going on, and she left, and God's going to open up another door. At least she
Well,
got out and didn't stay complacent.
well,
Sometimes,
PD, she didn't want to play with her girlfriend because she could have went over there before the season, but other teams was not gonna pay her that $250,000 honestly. Yeah, and I think Stephanie White probably hooked that up. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you know what I'm saying? You go for it. She went. What I'm saying is she, she went for the money. But the question is, why did she go for the money? Not, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. We don't know the ins and outs of her personal life and why she did that. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I'm glad that she got out. When it comes to someone's mental health, get out. You can get another job. You can get you got to know that you are fearfully and wonderfully made, and you can get another job where they appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? And then you have to take a pay cut. I took a $7 pay cut from 20 to taking a $7 pay cut because I chose my mental over, you know what I'm saying, over the money. But that's just me,
Oh, you're right. You're right. But see, you know what? Maybe it's something going on in that organization, far as
of course,
as we
allegedly
a certain player act like a spoiled brat.
Yeah,
she seemed like she can do no wrong, and the other player, you know what shocked me is that you bring in the vets. Excuse me, you bring in Natasha Howard, you bring in a Sydney Colson, who's a locker room person who been in the league for years, who won championships. You bring in, who else they bring in? You bring in Sophie Cunningham. So you bring in these players. Then you have Kelsey Mitchell. So you have these players, and they didn't protect. You said her. There should be protection for her, to the point where she didn't want to leave, even though it wasn't going good on the basketball court for her. Where was the other veterans to kind of come around her? I don't get why.
Right, and
it's like they punked out too. They punked.
Yeah, and when you're in that, right, and when you're in that type of environment, you're gonna need somebody in there to be. Come on, like, come on, you're gonna have my back.
It's too many veterans. Exactly, they should have came.
But right. I said when everybody was like, "This is super team, this is dream team, this blah blah blah." I said, It's too many hero ballers in there. Somebody is gonna have to sacrifice. And one of the people we said was DB, and that's not right. And somebody
sacrificed her. What happened was Sophie came back from injury, but what happened? The other players should have came around and say, you know what? You know what it was? I think that CC, you know what I'm talking about, CC. She's getting away with a lot of stuff that we don't know about behind the scenes. And it seems like they're afraid to check that situation instead of going to Stephanie White or going to management. Like, look, we have to play as a team. It's no one person bigger than the team, even though you want to make her that way. And so that's why I think she left too, because as a veteran, that's some of the perks of being a veteran, that you have some kind of say so. And I felt like she didn't have any say so when certain things was coming down. And I also, you notice. Everybody kept, even from people the outside, right. Even the fans, the Fever fans, they every time CC get into it with somebody or get pushed around a little bit, which is normal. They act like it's not normal. They want them to be like bodyguards, and I think she got tired of that enforcer. She didn't come here for that. She didn't come here to be an enforcer, because her value as a vet is more than being Caitlin Clark's bodyguard or babysitter. So that kind of took a toll.
They said Alan said DB put too much work into being mistreated. Yeah, she did. She did. And that's the one thing. You ain't never heard her complain and stuff like that, or whatever, that type of player. So for her to do something, and she didn't even come out and say all of this, they just put it out there, or whatever and stuff like that. So they respect her in the league, whether I don't care what Annie say, I don't care what she say, whatever the case may be, and all that kind of stuff. She's very I did not deal with Annie. She's very sarcastic, I think, and she tried to be funny. She tried to be funny and do little digs or whatever and stuff like that. You don't know who's gonna pick her up. How dare you go get up there and think, nobody's gonna take her because she's on this vet thing and blah blah blah. Nobody cares about that.
They'll pick her up. that pretty girl,
Yeah,
she
but
had to take a pay
she was
cut.
up there.
Right.
She done went on all on. I said this lady ain't never popped up on my TikTok. Now all of a sudden she popped up on my TikTok,
I
and
haven't seen her on TikTok. Okay,
she
that's good.
had
I
something
want
to
to see
say,
her.
and I was like,
And you see Pope D Frank in her DMs, just like bullying her.
Well, when they did that show, Keisha and them did the show last night. I couldn't even deal with that type of stuff because that's not that type of stuff is not funny. That type of stuff is scary. That type of
It
stuff
is.
is
It
is
is.
like
You ain't got no. I mean, yes, it's sad because you make money by slurping Caitlin Clark. You also make money
that's all right.
by
He gonna
bashing
be the
Angel.
example. He can ready be the example
He
because
is, but she might sue him.
he can ready be the example because that right there, that's not somebody that like just dislike a person. That's somebody that's straight up evil to do something like that. That's
And then why would you clown? You don't even know that lady. Why would you get her DMs and try to diss her about her situation with the Fever, Dewana? That's so silly.
Look, let me tell you. I know from my mama's point of view that when she made this decision, she had all her ducks in order when she made the decision to leave. So that's what I'm saying. I don't know why she went up there and yeah, he clout chasing BD. I don't know why she went up there and said anything about DB. Let DB speak. And when she did speak, she said, I hope it be loud when everything come out. I hope it be louder from all the hate and all the all the criticism and stuff.
And I
like
wish she could say what exactly happened because it had to be something
bad inside
the locker room. You know that?
Yeah,
but yeah.
She may say something and she may never say something. It's just like what Skylar said. Skylar said, I done played the whole year. You guys didn't know nothing that was going on.
Well, you know what? That's because Skylar's still playing. But you think if Dewana Bonner retire after this year, or maybe she don't, or she just retire after the year after the next, you think she'll say something after she retire? What happened in the locker room? You know, people gonna ask her.
She I don't know. Sometimes you don't even want to deal with that. And sometimes everything ain't meant for everybody to know. In life, we tell you what we want. Some now. You tell people what you want them to know, and some stuff ain't meant for them to know. I don't care how close you are. Some stuff is just between you and God or whoever. You know what I'm saying? You just can't tell everybody everything because you're gonna get the hits from both areas. Who wants that extra stress? So no, true. You know what I'm saying? She got kids and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
You think it might be CC related? You think she's just a spoiled brat?
Miss D, we already know what the deal is.
Right.
What case out say was understood don't have to be said. That's where I'm gonna leave that one at.
But I wonder that Alyssa Thomas say, look, I got you, don't go over there. I mean, I know they offer you this money, don't go over there. And she's like, well, it's gonna be okay because Stephanie over here, Steph got my back, and Steph running herself. She got her own problem. She can't help you. So Steph had her own problems. I thought she probably thought, okay, Steph go protect me, but Steph can't protect herself.
Yeah. Well, I don't. Steph got a whole lot of stuff going on for herself. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. But see, I think Steph probably promised her some stuff, and it didn't work out because stuff happened to Steph that she couldn't really protect her. Like she promised, probably. She promised this. She promised. It got to be something more just the money. She probably promised. It is
because you see how they said, oh, Stephanie gonna be out for the rest of the year, and then they come back and make that lady show up for work. So if they don't care about you having personal family reasons or whatever the case, whatever she said or whatever she told them, that go to show you right there how that organization is. They care to a certain point, but they were like, oh no, you ain't leaving us the rest of the year. You just never know. You just never know. But I don't, what I'm saying, like when it comes to that team and everything around it, you're also condoning that stuff. So that got to be stressful too, that you're condoning stuff that's not right. Send them Young Thug to boot camp. Keep them big gangsters out the league. Yeah. Let's look. Alan funny.
Yes.
Yeah, but you're right. You're right, Alan, because it's just crazy. But we know that's part of it too. It's just a lot. It's a lot in there. The hate, it's just so much. And everybody not lying. You know what I'm saying? When you have more than 2 to 3 people saying the same thing, everybody not lying about it. What's sad
So,
is,
go ahead.
huh?
Go ahead. Go ahead. You said what's sad? Go ahead.
It's just sad that players are gonna have to be forced to that team.
Well, not necessarily, no. Next year, everybody on a 1 year deal. What's gonna happen is, unless they like they pay, well, they still ain't gonna come, even though they paid DeWanna Barner that $250,000. They not gonna, even with that money, a lot of players ain't gonna want to play. What's gonna happen is they're gonna have to get some younger players or players that want to be in the league. They be like the entry team where they just come in and say, okay, I play here, I don't want to, but at least it's a WNBA spot, and or rookies, so they're gonna be real young, and yeah, ain't nobody gonna go there. It's worse than the Sky, and the Sky problems, as far as yeah, it's worse. It's toxic. The Sky only toxic, not the players
Yeah,
ain't
but
toxic.
they always want to talk about the Sky. They don't want to talk about
What make it toxic is not the players. I don't blame them. I blame Jeff. That's what I'm saying. So until they get the Jeff cancer out of there, it's gonna be hard for the Skies. Be hard, and then get the CC, get her some discipline, and get some real veterans in there that's gonna bop her aside the head.
It's like if they really cared about if they really care about Caitlyn, they would let her know the truth regardless of the consequences. But she doesn't have that. She, her family, her parents probably tell her, "Girl, you know how you, girl, you're not doing right." You know what I'm saying? But when people act out like that, guys, you always got to go back to their childhood. It starts in the foundation of learning starts in the home. You go back to that childhood and you take it to where she is now, and you'll find a missing piece of the puzzle of what's going on with her. You know what I'm saying? But they don't want to take the time to do that. So instead of them taking the time to do that, they want to just condone the behavior. That's the worst thing.
Maybe she never had nobody say no. Because remember, she said out of her own mouth, "I could do the F I want to do." So meaning that she probably was doing what she wanted to do up to this point, and nobody really got to her.
No, they probably they open up the door to something. They open up the door to something, and they better be prepared for what comes next. And if she do go off and do something that they least expected, guess what? It's on their hands, because they had the opportunity and the time to help. Just like with Dennis Rodman, they had the opportunity and the time to help with the people that were surrounding him, and they didn't do it. He got a phenomenal daughter playing soccer. Is she playing soccer? Trinity, I think Trinity plays soccer. It would have been nice if they had surrounded him with the right people, even if he say no, but just to be surrounded. But everybody wanted to fit in and say yes, yes, yes. We're gonna just have us some fun or whatever. Until something happens. Oh, now he this or now he that. But when you was around him, you didn't say he was this or that, or he tripping, or he's not a good person.
But it's not that he's not a good person, but it started.
No, I'm just saying, like,
right.
I'm just giving an example of how the people that are around him, you know what I'm saying, like the so-called friends and stuff.
Exactly, they enable him to party and drink, but they don't understand that his childhood was kind of complicated with the relationship with his mom. She loved him, but she didn't know how to love him. So for all this time, he don't know how to love because his mother didn't know how to love. Even though she loved him, she didn't. Okay, I can't describe it. You could love somebody, but you have to show the action words. I mean, actually show in a physical. Try to and being there for your kids. Mm-hmm. She provided, but she wasn't emotionally available. That's what I'm trying to say. and he didn't get that love at home. And even she admitted that she didn't give him that emotional support that he needed because his father wasn't there,
Mm-hmm.
and she was busy raising two other kids, and she was by herself. They was poor, so the emotional support that he should have gotten as a kid, he didn't get. And she said that. If you watch, it was a documentary about Dennis Rodman. It was making me cry. It was so sad, and he
Yeah, and,
resented his
and it's sad
mom.
for his daughter too because I mean his kids, but his daughter was speaking, and even to now she just wanted her dad.
Well,
Like
he don't know how to do that,
right. That's
but
what I'm
he
saying.
needed the help. He needed, like you said, he needed the help a long time ago because
Yes,
did you hear the story? Like when he was playing with the Pistons before he got to the Bulls and won more championships, he wanted to kill himself. Well, he wanted to delete himself. Excuse me. He wanted to delete himself. He was in the parking lot of the Palace with a shotgun, and he
yeah,
wanted to end it.
yeah,
So
he was
you
doing. He
know,
been through a lot, and he was doing some stuff on the with Chicago too. So but like I said, that's what I was saying. It all goes back to their childhood and stuff like that. And it's just sad, but that's what I'm saying. Your surroundings make a difference.
but
If
it seemed like she had up to compared to C. I can't even talk. I'm losing my voice. But CC seemed to have what, two parents. I don't know what's going on in that house. I mean, I don't know what was going on as she was
it
growing up.
don't
I don't
matter,
know. I don't
even if
know.
you have one parent, you have two parents.
I know. I'm just saying.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's like that foundation starts in that home. Whatever it is, it's coming from there. It's something in there. And when they and you know what I'm saying, like instead of them trying to come together and help her, they're condoning it, or whatever. Not probably so much as her parents and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we were Patricia. We were just saying like how the players, if they have the right surroundings around them, it makes a big difference. But when you have everybody want to agree and stuff like that, it makes it hard for the person to even get better. They, as long as you condoning it, the longer they're gonna do it. And then when they snap, I don't, that's on your hands, but everybody gonna run. You know what I'm saying?
See the problem, right? It is privilege. You're right. It's white tea privilege, but I think the problem with her is this started way before she got to the FIBA. Of course, you have people telling her how good she is, and from what I'm hearing in Iowa, she was throwing tantrums, and the coach was condoning that because they was bringing in money. And so sometimes when a player bring in money or they you get winning, you overlook things that you shouldn't overlook. And that's what's going on with her. And it's going to backfire for her because the same thing they accuse Angel of not having, as far as the skills, the same thing they gonna accuse her because she's not a complete player yet either. She can be, but we was told that she was in the weight room, but she still looked the same to me, and she's still getting pushed around. And her skills, she's good. She's not the face of the league.
Right,
We all know
PD.
that. We all know
Yeah.
she's not the face. It's Fee and it's Asia. It's plenty other players that play better than her.
Hmm.
So you just put a lot of you giving her credit, and she's not ready to handle that because she's not very mature to me. But hey, what do I know?
Hey, and it boils down to BD got a good point. He's got a good point. It's definitely that, and it's that and everything else added on to it. No, he don't know that. He
The
does not.
game's on right now.
No, is the
Who's
game
playing?
on?
Because
Who
you know
playing?
what? I'm
No,
mad.
BD said it's 5 games. BD, you said five
It's the
games.
game 9. Game on now.
No, the game. Chicago don't play till 10.
Okay. Well, Stephen A. Smith, and the problem with Stephen A. Smith is that he's bought into this Clayton Clark clout train, and they don't watch. As we know, Stephen A. Smith don't watch basketball. He too busy playing spades on his phone. So we know he don't play. He don't watch no basketball. Nobody, none of these people watch basketball. They
Hmm.
just look at the highlights and they, oh, she can put logo threes, but they don't understand that she has no other skills that's just as good as the logo three. She can't pass as good. She passed okay, but then she have turnovers. She could only go one way, far as right. I think she can't go left. Her mid range game is not there. So I don't know what they watching. Oh,
Right.
do you think she autistic? It might be.
Well,
It can be.
you never know. Do I, as an autism mom, see certain things? Yeah. But they used to have so many areas or whatever, but now it's just 1, 2, and 3. Um, so it could be a 1, because the 1 is, it's not like high level or whatever. So it could be.
Everybody was a pistol. It was a young man that
But
played for the
yeah,
Pistons.
my son is too. He's 7, but the spectrum is large. AL 504. What they did was, when I was teaching, I had kids to come in there that some had autism or whatever, and it was different levels of it, right? But now, when Kason was 3, when he went to do his test or whatever, they had three categories they could put them in, which was 1, 2, and 3, and then they took some things away that you couldn't put in as your child having autism too. So now they narrowed it down to 3. So it's like either you're high function, middle, or you're a 1. My daughter was nonverbal until she was 6.
Oh wow. Okay.
Kason, let me tell you guys, speech and OT is awesome, because Kason was doing where he could do it all, like, just, and not just saying no numbers and all this kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? He was actually doing, but when he wanted something, he would go get it, or he would say one word. What they did with Kason was they taught him sign language, and he know how to sign language for things that, what I'm saying, he wants to. He's talking now. He's 7 now. He's talking now, but he still sign language. Does sign language on certain things. You had to do ABA and speech and OT. Yeah, if that's what you want to do, like if you want to do the AB, speech, and OT, you can, and because they learn different, and yeah, everything is sensory. Casey got certain stuff that he eats or whatever, and he will not mess with nothing else, guys. That means he don't eat nobody's bread. Okay, he'll eat a waffle, and he'll eat a waffle, but it has to be Eggo. He'll eat the pancakes, but it has to be Eggo. You know what I'm saying? And the only fries he eats is McDonald's fries. You can't trick him. You can't do none of that.
You know what? I wonder. I'm gonna say this. It's gonna sound strange. Now, when of course I'm a little older, they didn't have autism and all that type of stuff, and for a long time I wouldn't speak. I can speak, but I wouldn't speak, and so they kept trying to put me in a lower classes. I wonder that I've never been diagnosed with that, but I wonder. I just wonder, because they, older, 80s 90s, they didn't do all that. You know that. I always wondered that.
And it does, like, beat it with the nuggets. He used to eat the nuggets with no problem. Once he got 5, it was like, oh, I don't want the nuggets anymore. So he just eat the nuggets. He eats the hard part. I gotta make them real crunchy. Now I can get away with the nuggets at the house. So make them real.
She's not bipolar. I don't know if she's bipolar, but
my daughter, don't
brat.
knock it. Miss D, don't knock
No,
that.
I'm not knocking. No. I'm just saying. I think she's just a spoiled brat, and she got too many people, not getting into her, not letting her know that her behavior is not appropriate. She's not a good teammate.
It could be. You just never know until she like come out and say it.
That's true. Jonathan, hey.
Yeah. Hey, Jonathan. Oh, he
But
said
no,
bye.
I'm not saying I'm
He
not
said,
knocking
let
it. Don't
me.
get me wrong. I'm not knocking it. I'm not that.
I mean, we just said it could be so many things. We do know one is privileged. We do know one is spoiled.
But
We do know,
it might be a disorder because, like I said, she don't know. She seemed uncomfortable around. Even I would
but she
say
spoke
I thought
like
uh
she spoke about that. You know how
she's
they
awkward.
do. She spoke like she spoke they was doing invite when they first started
No,
WNBA.
they don't.
They did
No,
this
they
thing
don't.
with mental health, and she was like she does not like she does. Sorry, guys. She does not like she doesn't like to talk in depressors and stuff like that. That
Right,
is one
she's
of her
awkward.
things. Yeah, she
Right.
doesn't. One of her things. But as far as everything else, we don't know. It could be not. Allegedly, it could be all. You just
Because
never know.
think about it. What about I'm gonna come back to CC. What about the other CC, Kennedy Carter? She might have some issues as far as that because she seemed kind of quirky, and it might be something else, and we don't know. You know what I mean? Might be
Yeah,
something.
you just never know. Yeah, me too. I used to I was teaching AL 504. I taught pre-K for 12 years. I but then I left or whatever because I needed to, spend more time with my kids, and then the twins were coming, and so Kason wound up having autism. So I needed to be a job where it was flexible, where I make sure I get to these appointments because these therapy sessions they're about $300 to $400 per 30 minutes
Oh
per
wow!
out. Yeah, like Kason go three. He was doing 3 times a week or whatever, and you
You're right.
would
It
be.
might be.
Yeah, we know BD. We know. We just trying to, break down all the scenarios what it could be.
It was a player that
But we
had that.
really don't know.
It was a player that had. He retired and he went to take a test. He said, "No wonder I was having problems with certain things, communication, the way he behaved. He couldn't understand it, and they said he
Mm-hmm.
was autistic. And he played in the NBA for like at least almost 10 years. He married, got so you can have a normal life. You know,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can, and
yeah,
you still
definitely,
can, have a
definitely.
number. Like I
Uh-huh.
never, I don't let nobody put. I'm not the type of parent where you're gonna speak negative over my child or say what they can and cannot do. You know
Exactly,
what I'm
exactly,
saying? I'm the type of
exactly.
person where, oh well, Kason's not doing this. In the name of Jesus, Kason gonna be doing this, and this, and everything that I prayed for his Kason speaking more, talking in complete sentences, guys. Like he said, the four words or whatever. You put whatever you believe in. Put that positive on that child. Put that positive before you think that negative. What I learned in teaching is that we put limits on our kids thinking they can't learn something. My students were 4 and 5 years old. By the time they got out of pre-K, they knew how to read, they knew how to write, they knew how to do addition, they knew how to do the number line, all that stuff. But if you don't present it to them, of course you would think they don't know. But you can put anything in front of a child and teach it to them, and you don't have to force it, or whatever. And guess what? You're gonna see the results, but you got to stay on it. But what Alan say? I know autistic twins personally. I didn't want to touch this out of respect for your child. But if something don't go your way and you don't like it, don't mean you're autistic. The twins I know is different.
True, that's true.
Yeah, that's true too. That's true too.
And I
They just
think,
they
go ahead.
putting out like Alan. They just putting out different like scenarios because like AL said, the spectrum is big. It's really big. That's why I know in Georgia they narrowed it down to three, 1, 2, or 3. It used to be all categories where they used to not put 1, 2, and 3. They used to be like, okay, this is what from from one of my students, they were like, okay, this is what this is what your child has, this is what's going on, with your child or whatever. It's so many levels to it. It's it's something. Like it's big. That spectrum is big.
See, people misunderstand autism. It's not that it's just that they learn different. They can, like she said, BD said his daughter read at 12th grade level adult. You know, yeah. I mean, they smart. It's just that they're sometimes they can be verbal and non-verbal. That's all.
Right, BD. Uh-huh.
They very smart. It's just they know, so they what make them different. They don't know how to. Some people are verbal, some people are not verbal, but they know they very smart. My nephew have it, so he's 22, and he
Yeah.
went to normal school and everything. They
So
of
I
course he
get
go
you,
to therapy.
Alan. I
Yeah,
get you,
so that's
BD. I get you,
right,
AL. I get all of you.
right. So
You guys got great points and stuff, and
right,
everybody situation is different when it comes to autism and stuff. It definitely takes patience and time.
it
Um
do, it do. I see how
and
my,
let
my
me
sister
tell you,
was.
I homeschool Kason, and the reason why I homeschool Kason is because he can get that one-on-one with one-on-one is good for him. I don't want him to get lost. Like here, they because I have friends that are teachers and stuff with special needs and stuff, and they said they the limit is 6 kids, but you can have 6 kids now, and you could be only catering to one. Mm-mm.
Right, that's true.
We not having that, and I'm getting it from the ones that's teaching. You know what I'm saying? So with me, some stuff I don't teach Kason, but Kason knows it, and I'm like, wait a minute. Wait, we went over subtraction last week, and you weren't trying to hear it. Now you gotta stop. I don't compare Kason's level to anybody
Right,
else's.
you got
I
can't do that.
just pray and see what works, because everything is different. What works? You probably could sing a song and your child learn that way versus them writing it on the paper. You know what
Right,
I'm
right.
saying?
That's true. That's
It's
true.
it's just different techniques to it. Oh, okay, Alan. Thanks. That's good to know. Appreciate it.
What? No, we just saying it might be
It
something.
is.
We're
It
not
is.
saying that she has it. We're not
No,
saying
no,
that. We
no,
just
no.
saying
He just saying
no.
he messing.
Oh,
Yeah, he's good. He's
but
good.
Kennedy might have some something going on because of the way she acts a little bit. Just not saying she. No, I'm just saying she might.
Yeah, BD, it is. Sometimes it is frustrating, or whatever. But for me, I'll be like yesterday. Was it yesterday? But
Oh,
that was probably on me. Yesterday we were, on Wednesdays I go. No, not yesterday, but the day before. Wednesday I go to help give out food and free clothes and stuff like that, for the community. And so Kason doesn't usually act like this, BD, but because the kids are out of school, it's a bigger crowd. And it was at 10 o'clock in the morning. It's still, the heat is still out there. So he had a moment all the way. You know how old school way you got to put your child on your side and get them in the car. I had to I
oh,
had to do that. I had to do that yesterday, and I let him for his little 4 minutes or 3 to 4 minutes, let him calm down, and then I drive off or whatever and stuff like that. But it takes a minute. So, but look,
I don't know if
BD,
she bipolar. No, she's not bipolar. I
we're
don't
gonna
know.
we gonna look, we're gonna get through this. And we good parents. You hear me? We good parents. But you know what? I understand where AL is coming from, because my daughter's bestie, you wouldn't even know it. I mean, you would know it if you knew her, but you could tell. You can tell when they this way, and then they switch up.
Oh, got a troll.
You know it. Once I figure out how to do those wrenches, I'll do that. Okay.
I forgot to do it too.
Big girl said there's nothing wrong with Kenny except that she doesn't feel like she gets the respect that she deserves.
No, well,
I think
yeah,
she kind of like, you can
but
also say like, this is like, I had, before I stopped researching it, when I was trying to research it, because I wanted to know, about bipolar and stuff like that. Guys, it's so many levels to it. It's so many levels to like just like it's so many levels to autism and depression and all that kind of stuff. It's so many levels to bipolar too. So we just never know. We never know. But we
Stop
can
it.
see
She don't
different.
need a foot up her butt.
We can. I'll be messy, but
Well, you know
yeah,
what?
they
I
are.
don't know. I I
Understand
don't know
where
if
you're
it's
coming from.
bipolar, but sometimes Kennedy, she's not a bad person, but Kennedy, if she feel like she being disrespected, her communication skills, maybe it is something with that. Far as saying, "Hey, I don't like the way you did that to me," instead of her talking it out, she use physical threats. You know what I'm trying to say? Like in the other situation she was in Atlanta when she tried to fight a teammate, and then in LA, but maybe she don't know how to deal with that. I don't know.
But and sometimes what we think is normal is not normal because we've been taught that way. But you see signs of different stuff. Like with my oldest is 17, guys, straight A's, 17 straight A's. I don't have to teach him nothing, but he can go to a 10, and it'd be something little. He could miss the school bus, guys, and you think something done happened. He had a 10 because he upset. That was your fault. You missed the school bus. You know what I'm saying? But now that
Right.
he's gotten into jitsu, is it jitsu and boxing or whatever, that helps with his frustration and getting it out or whatever and stuff like that. So sometimes we'll see the signs, we ignore them because we don't know what it's called. We just, to us it seemed like a normal, like, oh, they just throwing a tantrum, they just having a moment. But like I was saying, it's levels to anger, it's levels to depression, it's levels to everything. Even that's what I'm saying. Even with the players, it's levels to their mental, it's levels to our mentals as fans.
You think something going on because nobody picked her up, and they nobody picked Kennedy up. She's one of if she was in the league, she'd be in the top 15 at least. So is it something that we don't know that they know that she might have some issues?
Well, she hasn't. I haven't, guys. I haven't seen anything. Kennedy hasn't come out with anything saying mental health, how she deals with it, or anything like that. I can say that McBucket, Skylar, Tarasi, Shamika, um, Angel, Camilla hasn't come out with anything. It guys, when you research the mental health in the WNBA, you will be shocked the amount of players that have come out and spoke out. Kelsey Plum is another one. Kelsey Plum dealt with a lot, and they actually, Under Armour actually came out with a shoe
Right, I saw that.
for mental health.
But listen, but
So
they did. But the difference is, ADP is that they didn't get kicked out the league. I mean, they didn't get kind of blackballed. You know, they was allowed to kind of still play.
well, you know what?
You know,
Because they don't have a Jeff P. Jeff P had an agenda. When and he had an agenda, and that's not allegedly, that's what we saw, that's what he put out there, that's what we saw it with our own eyes. That's not something, we just saying that he did, that he didn't do. He played a
yeah,
major role.
he did,
You know
he
what I'm saying?
did.
He
He was
told us,
sneaky. But see,
yeah.
why did the other general managers listen to Jeff P? I mean, why didn't they just say,
We
you know
don't know
what,
what
to
they
hell
be
with him?
talking about. That's the thing,
Right.
we never know what they're saying behind closed doors. You know what I'm saying? Why wouldn't they be like, oh, well, he the coach? They probably like, he's the coach of the team, he would know, different stuff. People
In real life,
believe.
think about it. Think about
Come
it. In
on.
real life, would you want somebody to? Okay, anybody can say in real life a job. This is a job, right? So let's treat it like a job. So I get into a conflict with the manager, and I get fired, or they just let me go. Whatever. And I can't get another job because that manager has some kind of negative. Come on, as an adult, I don't care. Look, I want to hear from the horse. I don't want to hear from the man. Even though we might be friends, I'm not gonna listen to you about somebody else. I'm not gonna, you know what I mean? I don't think people should do that.
Thank you,
Because that,
Keisha.
you know, I don't know.
But
I
that's
don't
the
know.
Miss D. That's the world we live in.
I know.
It's money over
Hey,
people.
Keisha.
It's so much money over people. They could care
All right.
less whether it's true or false. Oh, he said it. Let's just go with it. We ain't got time to investigate nothing. You know what I'm saying? They
And plus,
talk.
you know, the other incidents that happen, but we don't know other. I don't know. Well, like I said, even
It
though
don't.
I don't
Other
know, I don't
incidents.
know, but
Other
it could still
incidents.
that'll make her bad. I mean, she didn't get an opportunity. You know, I don't
That's
know.
all right. She ain't done. She
Oh
got.
no.
Look,
She ain't done.
she not finished writing her story. Man can't control what God got for you. You know, people put limits on you. You do one mistake, the world wants you
And
to
she was.
penalize you
Deron
forever.
Taurasi be doing some crazy
many-
stuff, and she got to leave. But you know, that's not white tea.
Yeah,
That's
that
YG.
too. And then how many times in life have we made mistakes and stuff that people don't see that we've overcome? We got
Exactly.
It's like you want to set limits on somebody else's life, but not set limits on your own. Be for real.
Exactly.
Yes, we do have to be accountable for our actions and stuff.
Exactly.
Some actions we didn't even know we were doing, or we couldn't control.
Exactly.
God, okay.
I don't want that.
Okay, I still got you. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna teach you the right way to go. You know what I'm saying? So for when it comes to Kennedy, sometimes you have to. Sometimes you have to get a hit like that so you can come back stronger, come back different. You know, make them eat all those words. You know,
I think
it's all in due times. Whether look, I am still young, guys. I must say.
Oh, you're still young, of course.
Yeah, I'm still young. I must say, my birthday is and I'm still young. You know what I'm saying? So I'm still learning as a parent.
We always learn. We never stop learning.
You never stop learning. And when you think you better than anybody else or you know better, it's always somebody that knows more. This is where that teacher will have to come in. Yes, I have friends. Let me tell you, I have close people that love me. I have my close family that love me. I have, different people that love me. But I cannot have someone in my life that's going to say all peaches and cream. No, if I'm doing something, hit me with that 10. You know what I'm saying? Break it down of why
exactly.
You feel this way, but it's a certain way. It's not what you say, it's how you say it that people gravitate to it. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm doing something wrong, now Alicia, you be like, you shouldn't have said that. Well, I really shouldn't have said it, but I know I said it. I know it was coming. Just like the other day, guys. I was waiting for Kason or whatever to come out of his appointment, his speech or whatever. The lady comes out, guys. When it's hot outside and stuff like that, you get irritated and you don't have time for nobody talking what you already know. So she gets out there, Miss D. She was like, "Oh my gosh, it's so hot out here, girl. Do you think we don't know it's hot out here? Clearly, it's hot out here. You just don't have no time for that." And my cousin was on the phone. She was like, Be nice. I said, "Oh yeah, let me get back to normal." Let me get back to normal. You just don't have time for that. So, we live and we learn. We know what it was with Ken Dog. When her return, when she returns, she'll be ready. But because she learned some stuff, she really know how it is now. She may not act like she know or talk about it, but hey, it is what it is.
But Donna C said the league just picks and choose players. Yeah, it is very political. They pick and choose players they want to elevate, and others get left in the shadows. If they really were about mental health and healing, Kennedy would still be in the league. Yep, hypocrites. Yep, definitely.
Yeah, because I don't want to see. Please don't print. I would not buy that shirt. Please don't print. No space for hate. Okay.
Yeah, right. And then they still got the fever. You know what? I don't care what nobody's. Fever fans was making monkey sounds and not what you call those sounds they said he was making? That was monkey sounds.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy, that they know what's going on. This is what I'm saying. This is where accountability comes in.
They care about money. They don't care about the players.
But watch, change is coming, guys. Watch what I tell you, because When you start messing with somebody's mental health, you know they start taking that to court. You know you can, you know what I'm saying? They put that in court cases. You know, like far as like, you know, something happened, somebody killed somebody or something happened to someone, they put that in the court case. You can get in trouble for that kind of stuff. So you got to be very careful what you say, how you say it. You sitting up here advertising this stuff, but you're condoning it. You're condoning it. You're advertising, oh, we not this, or we not that, but you're condoning it. Don't give me no piece of paper. Don't give me no I have a dream speech if you're not going to do anything. And this is what makes this league so crazy. This league could be phenomenal, but from the head to down, it's off the chain with the bullying, with the mental health. Look what they started doing with the games this year. You got 5 games on one day. For what? What are you guys trying to do? What kind of stunt are you trying to pull? Come on there. And then you got some days you don't have no game. Like,
exactly, it's weird. Or some days you have one game. You got one game, then you go to 5 games. You go 5 games, it goes 0 games. And then look, I bought the league pass, and what's the point of having a league pass if you're gonna have it all over everywhere?
I got the league pass, I got Prime.
See, and that's too much.
She'll tell us, she'll be like, when she start up, because I'll be like, I can't find it, and Keisha be like, it's on, you know, this certain channel and stuff like that. So what are you guys doing? We're paying for this, and we can't even half watch the games and stuff like that. Like, this is why I say, this is why I be like, for me, I be like trying to be members of all the channels. I'll pay for members of all the channels before I pay for something on this TV, because it don't make no sense. You still ain't getting the time in. I got too much stuff to do to even watch my Murder, She Wrote and stuff, guys. I'll be on the Full Court Trio all the time, or I'll be on Players Club. I don't even have time for my shows because, you know, that's what you do. You support or whatever. But I'm just saying, like, it's crazy. We can't watch our games like that.
I know, like, I just have to get it. And then sometimes it says it's not in your area. I'm like, really?
Yeah, that's what it says that here horrible. Too. I'm like, look, horrible. Prime, you 12. No, who's 12? League pass for me is $12.99. Prime is I forgot how much Prime is because my daughter now pay for the Prime or whatever, and I just do the league pass.
Well, I got it for my phone, so I got it. You know, I'm paying for.
Yeah, that's what they got. What do they got? Is it AT&T? Yep. They got like they pay through their phone, so they get it through that plan or whatever and stuff like that. My Boost Mobile, they don't have.
They say they got rid of Spoon. Alan Lewis said they got rid of Spoon and Carter for no reason other than to make them look good. What did they do in the sky? Nothing but ball out, and locker room arguments not that bad to be fired. What did they do? Yeah,
right.
And then all 504 said Angel had a mental block in the beginning of the season due to CC in Indiana. Well, yeah, it's true.
Yeah, man, that's true. We saw that with our own eyes. That ain't something we just making up. That's facts, AL.
All right.
I don't think I got that one, Al. I might need to go back and check. But look, I can't watch the games anyway. Let me just do $12.99.
I got a 35 for a year. But if they keep messing around, I'm about to cancel mine. It ain't worth it. It's not worth it.
Because you can't, you know what I'm saying? You can't watch the game. And then what I love about now I can say this, guys, when I go on the Players Club and I be watching the play-by-play, this is why the Players Club, Keisha play-by-play is gonna be on that TV screen one day. She gonna have an app for that channel because their play-by-play be more it'd be so good and the game be so boring sometimes, especially when you had those games where it's 20 and 20-point lead or whatever the case may be. You be sitting here like you need some fire and stuff. And right, then when the commentators come up
the
there,
ball and the jokes with a Bro Claw the ball.
The commentators and stuff, they don't do that.
The commentators a mess. And
they crazy. Bro Claw, all them, they are.
Unfortunately, they gotta be all tight. Yes, in the game, even they can be like that. It's so corny. Yeah, it's so corny. That's why I was kind of upset with Arrival because they try to be just loosen up Arrival. Y'all could be goofy. Be a little goofy.
I love when Lisa Leslie in the Prince
she's okay. She was okay.
I loved
kind of corny.
I loved it.
No, I like Lisa Leslie, but she need to kind of loosen up a little bit. That's what I'm saying.
I love that. No, I like when Lisa Leslie called the games and French Vanilla, whatever his name was. I like when they called the games because I mean it was just it gave you more inspiration, gave you more like energy.
Inspiration. But I like a little. I'm a little silly, so I like a little silliness.
Yeah, we didn't get. Look, we got to take. We got them because the other ones they were kind of shady a little bit. I ain't calling no names. Call it what you look. Come at me you want to, but they were a little shady when they were commenting on games. That's why I would love when Lisa and the French Vanilla guy would call it or whatever. But yeah, the commentators, they don't do that. The commentators, they don't do none of that kind of stuff. They call the games blah, blah, blah. Oh, she got this me bounce. Girl, how many times you make me bounce? You standing there, put some to it, make a rap, make something, do some noise.
You know what? Like, remember, he used to tickle me, and he used to call it. I like when Mark Jackson say, "Mama, they go that man." Remember that? They used to tickle me. When Mark Jackson like, "Mama," every time somebody do a I hate that bang. That's so corny. Bang. Every time somebody shoot a shot. But I like when a player do something real good and Mark Jackson be like, "Mama, they go that man."
Yeah, you need something like
you need a catchphrase.
Yeah, you need catchphrases instead of being so serious. Like this team, look at the fever. Boy, did she get that ball? Like, come on, like you gotta. We want some funny. We want some energy up in there. Okay, AL said, what do you think about Lisa Leslie being at the Chicago game? Furthermore, do you see the Chicago's owner talking to her? Yeah, we saw all that. All I know, AL change is coming. I would love for her to if that's what she wants, to be a part of, it would really be nice, But those type of things, AL, don't happen too often. There's a reason for everything. It's like this. We see the receipts. We see everything going on. Follow the path. Just like we could pick up when Pinocchio, when Pinocchio did he went from Teaspoon to Kennedy. He tried Angel, but it backfired. Camilla and Mick. Those are all the ones that were they really loved Teaspoon. He was starting the pattern. He was using the same pattern with all of them. If you notice, laid the receipts out, same thing. The only thing this time it just backfired. So AL, to answer your question, we would love that for Chicago, Sky. And I do not think that was by accident. I do not think they just all of a sudden was at the game talking. I believe they haven't. It's like, okay, I'm gonna say allegedly, they done had some conversations, and I'm gonna be at the game. You coming, Lisa? You know what I mean? That's right. The way I know it.
Right. It ain't I don't think she's gonna come there just to be the coach. I think
it's something going. It's something.
Hopefully, she could be the general manager. Oh, please.
It's something like K-Sap said. K-Sap said it's going to come out. K-Sap be on it. Y'all don't be listening to K-Sap now, but it's something with that. It's something coming. I'm telling you.
Hey, man. I'm sorry. Hey, how you doing?
Hey, man. Yeah, we've been up here for a minute. Look, you need to get anything out, man. Get it out because we got our games tonight. We got Keisha calling the play-by-play with Dallas and with Chicago. So
yeah, it'll be nice. I'm gonna watch
out. How you feeling today? We on a Good Friday. Hey, if somebody says something to you, you call me. I get them. I'm just messing.
They said Seattle commentators are too shady. Alan said Seattle commentators are too shady. That's funny.
All of them, Alan, all of them be acting up. They be so bored. I be like, oh my gosh, like give me some flavor. That's why I be like, I tell y'all, I be watching that play-by-play with Keisha now.
Right, I turned on the commentators and I just listen to Keisha. And I watched the game and I listen to Keisha while watching the game.
Well, Keisha and Broclot is twins. Them two is twins right there.
They crack me up. They mess me up. But Duvall be a mess. He be getting us up in trouble all the time. That Duvall.
Yeah, Duvall, he stay in trouble. He don't care though. He stay in trouble. He almost is like he said, okay, if the atmosphere quiet now, I'm going to put this out here so I can get in trouble again.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I was messing with him the other day. I had to send a super chat. I was like, he got bad when people was messing up his name. And I was like, Duvall. He was like, stop. He said something silly. Well, it's so many stuff he says silly. I forget. No, let me stop.
Yeah, but that's where it comes with people working together and you have a balance. Everybody's not gonna be the same. Everybody's not gonna come off the same. Um,
Right, that's true. Well, you
you
said
know,
AL
and
said she
that's what.
loved the ball,
But everybody is loving the game
and
of basketball. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes he got to get in timeout. You know, sometimes he got to get in timeout, and that's
yep, the
okay.
Sky gonna win, man. Yep, the Sky.
Yeah, we winning tonight.
Yeah, we winning. Well, yeah. Don't mess it up,
Uh,
Coach Whispers, Coach Marshmallow. Don't mess it up. If he
she
don't,
said,
if he stay
"Oh,
out the way."
AL5, look, 504. You love the ball. Is it because he be having all that honey angel on his chest? You better not.
Oh no, not
Look,
Jason Whitlock.
you better not say nothing about Angel. He can say something about Angel, but you can't.
All right.
I know Unc don't like him. Unc be snapping, but bro. One thing about you know what I'm saying, guys, Bro Clyde, he's real, man. Like I'm gonna tell you, he went one day and went to my channel. He like when I say he liked everything, he took the time out of his day to like everything on my channel. If that ain't support, I don't know what it is. Like all of them, but hey, Sports 263, all of them, Keisha, her and boy, Keisha sent me this thing, guys. She want me to draw. Boy, it's gonna be a masterpiece when I start working on it. But just for them to say, hey, you got this talent, you should be able to do the coloring books, you should be able to do this. Hey, ADP, I'm gonna show you. Thank you for showing me KSAP, how to do the StreamYard and stuff. ADP, stop overthinking. And then here go L. No time like now. I said, dang, L be shooting like bang bang, like
She do.
no, I like the present.
I'm
like, but L, I'm gonna wait 2 weeks. I'm gonna do this. No, you need to start doing it. In case I say, hey, ADP, you start doing your stuff little by little. Don't worry about no big video. Start out small and then move up until you get comfortable and stuff like that. And just everybody to me in that community, even with Brooklyn and all of them, they play a part in helping me to be like, because someday, with this streaming and stuff and with this, getting your stuff out there, this is work, guys. This is like, sometimes you be like, I may not want to do this anymore. But for me, it's funny. I'm a nurturing and I love, but I'm not a person that gives up. You know what I'm saying? So I'm very teachable in fighting and stuff like that. So this is how we come together. This is how we able to branch out, and this is how we support. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I love. That we have that support and that we come together or whatever. And we're gonna win this game, like Van said tonight, guys. And I hope you were able to get everything out that you needed to get out before we start going on the play-by-play. I'm supposed to be making my salmon cakes because Salmon Cake Friday, that's what I'm making.
Sounds good.
Yeah. And I'm gonna put some what you need, honey? Oh, you got it? Okay, you can get your Whoppers. Okay.
Aw.
Yeah, they know when grocery time comes. They come and get all their little favorites. I gotta put stuff up. Yeah, you be like, you got this open, and this open.
That's how kids
like,
are. Yeah.
He doing a very good job, like or whatever and stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna make some salmon cakes and some rice and throw.
That sounds good.
Yeah, just something quick and easy with coconut
fried
oil.
Rice.
Coconut oil is good. We got the rice cooker, Miss D.
Oh, okay.
Oh, don't let big girl hear me say rice cooker. She be like, "Girl, you got a pot.
Not
you
fried
don't need
rice. Not fried rice. Fried. The fried corn. Yeah.
Yeah, big girl. I'm gonna add some flour. I put some flour on my salmon cake and the eggs and all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I forgot that. I was like, why am I because I love
sauce.
chicken.
What's
hot
sauce?
Oh, I never tried coconut rice, but my daughter loved coconut rice.
I never tried it. I don't think I ever tried it. Have I? I'm not sure.
But yeah, I'm waiting for Keisha to send me some of that Louisiana food, boy. Her and big girl.
Only thing with Louisiana food, I just start eating fish, but I don't like I like fried fish. I like baked fish, but as long as it ain't no like crab or I'm not into all that. I don't know why. Like the seafood boil, I'm not a seafood boil person.
You from New Orleans too, AL boy. Okay. I just like
right. She got 504. Her yep.
But when I tell them to when I my one of my family members was stationed in Kansas, and one of my friends, they were from New Orleans, and they cooked that gumbo. Only thing I have to say is I cannot be crying when I eat. Boy, your mouth be on fire.
It's
It's
too
crazy. Your
spicy.
mouth be on fire, but it be so good.
Be spicy.
It's real spicy,
Ooh.
and your face all be red. You be got to get the tissue, blow your nose and stuff, but it be good. It be good. You know what I'm saying?
You
So,
eat it with tears in your eyes.
yeah, that's just like my Nigerian friend. I had to tell her when we were teaching and stuff like that. She used to cook dishes from Nigeria. I'd be like, look, don't when you make my
Go
curry,
Dallas.
don't put all the spices in there. Oh, Dallas playing now? Oh, what time it is? 6 there. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to the South Carolina ASU game. Oh no, don't put too much cayenne peppers in there, girl.
It's gonna
Oh
be a good
Lord,
game.
my
I
mouth.
can't wait. Ooh, I can't wait. Look, I can't wait. I want to watch that game. Man,
Well, South
you know,
Carolina
Keisha,
LSU.
Keisha gonna be I'm a South Carolina Gamecock, and she's of course a Tiger.
Her
Yeah,
and Big Girl, do not play. They do not
yeah.
play about their Tigers and
Even though
stuff.
I'm not from South Carolina, right?
They don't play about their football team. You know, it was so funny when let me tell you, it was so funny when they were talking when Bro Cloud was cracking jokes on their Saints and stuff. And then the next day, next time they came on, Keisha kept muting him because he was acting up with her team. So they do not play. They 10 toes down for their team.
Look, she said her tongue is numb to the spices.
Man, I bet AL. That's good.
I can eat spice, but then you have to use the bathroom. Oh my god! Woo! It's too much of mouth burning. Something else be burning.
I just cooked me some rice, sausage, and stir fry. Y'all don't know nothing about that. Oh,
Oh, that sounds good, Alan.
I then
That sounds so
graduated
good.
to African peppers.
Oh, that sounds so good.
Why you mad, Jonathan? I'm mad that CC got hurt. I was looking forward to CC versus Paige matchup. Jonathan, you
Sorry,
know what?
Jonathan.
Guys, you know what she waiting on? July 1st, which is my daughter's birthday. I said, why you got to be all up on her birthday? July 1st is when they play the Minnesota Lynx for the Commissioner's Cup. What do y'all think?
And she gonna get crushed at the end.
No. What do y'all think? What do y'all think about that? What do y'all think about that?
ADP, she gonna get crushed. The end.
But I'm saying, this is what y'all got to read between the lines and follow the receipts. They posted that after she. So you already know. Okay, we're gonna need you at your best. So we're gonna need you to get some rest.
You just drop bars. I need you at your best, so get some rest. What you say? How you say it?
I need you to do your best, so you got to get some rest.
There you go, bars.
Man, right after, I kid you not, right after, I didn't see it before. I could be wrong. If they were showing who was gonna play before, then my bad. But right after they said that, Van, it popped up on my socials, July 1st, that they were playing for that Commissioner's Cup. So, you know, yeah, gumbo's tight. Turn it down, Momoki. What you need?
Maybe it's not gumbo, but I want my gumbo with no seafood. You just keep the seafood. Make a different type of gumbo. I don't like that.
Yeah. Okay, go to the mommy's room and eat those. Yeah. So, see, I love this, guys. I love that. Hey, we can talk about the food. You know, I hope all of you guys had a great Friday, a great week. You know what I'm saying? Some things we can't control, but guess what? Hearing a kind word and telling somebody a kind word is the best thing.
Right, she's ducking it. She ducking it. She don't want the battle of the white tees.
Yes, Van,
look,
right.
ADP, she don't want the battle of the white tees. She afraid of the battle of the white tees. That's what she afraid of.
Yeah, because right. Because it was coming. It was coming tonight in the game. It was coming in tonight's game.
Who is the according to the WNBA? Who is the better white tee? Is it Paige or Cece? And she ducked it to I'm just playing.
They shall meet again, and we're gonna see what
Oh,
happens.
we're gonna
But
see that Paige is better all around.
we
So
already, but see, that's the thing. We already know. But I was
right,
saying,
I know what you're saying.
I kept saying, and remember I told you, Miss D, the border crowd, well, people gonna get tired. I already said that,
Uh
and I keep saying that. And that's the thing. She has a complete game. That is the difference, big girl. I believe that.
exactly.
Yeah, you can run.
Oh,
Look,
she gonna fake that. She gonna
you can
fake that
run from
smoke,
that
Donna.
smoke, Donna, but you can't hide from it, Donna.
Right.
You're gonna be able to hide from that smoke. I don't.
Nope.
Because
Exactly.
everybody gonna catch on every time. This is what they're gonna be saying. Every time something big comes, something always wrong. You think people ain't not gonna pick up on that? So
Exactly.
it's nothing else you could flip. You know what I'm saying? Because let me tell you, your doctors or whoever you have examining you, whatever, they can say whatever they want.
Facts, Van. Facts. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. This is what I go by, like when people put people in a leadership or put them on a high pedestal when they haven't even earned it or achieved it. You got to be very careful about doing that. You know what I'm saying? You can have a good player, but to put them on a MVP level, let them earn it first. Let all of them earn it. Angel, CC, pay all of them. Let them earn that. Instead of like, oh, this person is MVP ready.
She ain't even top 10. CC.
They are the biggest, bigger than Dream Team, the biggest NIL out of college. I know. They stay mad for
exactly.
They stay mad for no reason.
And then now CC gonna have to compete with she's coming another year and a half.
I'm gonna have to put a joke in there. She said, "Watch how she balls." But she said, "Watch how she balls out in the Commissioner Cup game. They keep resting her. She gonna ball out, all right. Ball out them turnovers. That was
exactly.
If all jokes aside, if she doesn't play like a team player, and they need her to do that, then it doesn't matter who goes on that team.
Exactly.
It's gonna have to be a team effort.
Well, we noticed that the Fever played better with AB and Kelsey. That's so sad. You supposed to be the star, right?
The difference is Paige can create her own shot as CC needs screens.
Exactly.
Yeah. They starting to see it now. They starting to see.
She already been exposed. She already been exposed.
She has, but she really, for the W, she really got it. And
well, you know what it is? She's been exposed, but she has people. She has the Clarkies, and they delusional. They like what Bro Claw say?
They can't hide that.
He said they Delulu. Don't he say that, Bro Claw?
But they can't hide that. They can't hide that. On what's going on with her. Thank you, Sports 263. Because look, it's tough. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm more on the nurturing side, and I want to know the players' mental and kind of who they are. Before I say, "Oh, that's my player," or I'm putting this player on my player list and stuff like that. I'm very like a heart person. You know what I'm saying? Not saying the rest of my boys in my community, like not saying KSAP never or not. They just have a knack for calling play-by-plays and calling the stats and all that kind of stuff, calling it for what it is. Look, I see the stats, guys, but I don't know them like that. But I do the eye test. So for me, when I'm on Keisha and them show, when I'm on KSAP show, I'm learning. I'm taking notes and I'm learning so that I could get better when I come up here and talk about certain things, or I'll go research something that KSAP or Keisha or Bro Claude say, you know what I'm saying, and then put it into perspective as mental loving or whatever the case may be. Yes, really? Hot diggity dog. Here we go. Oh my gosh. Elle is going to be so happy.
Right. I'm happy. Yay.
She probably already posted it. Oh my God.
She probably did. And guess what his name is? Juju Reese, like Juju
Thank
Watkins.
you.
Yeah,
Yes,
go ahead.
God is good. God is
Yes.
good. Look at that, guys. Look, when we come together, we found out great stuff.
All right.
I'm a fan, and he's gonna do good too.
Be Will, hey Be Will.
Okay, go sit with your ring pops. What do you want? What you want, Mamu? You tell me, I'll fix it. What you want?
Oh, look at this pop.
You want to sit? Come here. You want to say hi? You want to say hi, friends?
Hi, friend.
Hi.
Okay. Come here. Say hi. Say hi, friend.
Hi.
How you doing?
Yeah. He gonna be look, he gonna be running around here game time. That's fine though. Let him run. Let him get all that energy out. Look. But I'm so glad. I am so glad. Now I got to draw him too.
I'm happy for him. That's good.
Yeah, you know what, Van? It just took when Elle asked that question, I was like, he gonna get it. I don't know what day I said, but he gonna get it. He's gonna get picked up. It's just something you just know. You know what I'm saying? It's not like it was given to him. He worked for it. His skill shows for it. It's not because his sister already in one league. It just shows. Look at that mama. That's a remarkable mama right there.
It is. And guess what? You know where they get it from? You remember that song? They get it for their mama. Because you know what? Angel Reese Sr., she was a good rebounder just like Angel is.
Yeah.
So she got it from Angel. I mean, Angel Sr.
Yeah, this is just awesome. Like,
I'm happy for him.
Yeah, and see, this is what we need. We're getting the good news or whatever, you know what I'm saying, after going through so much with our team. So we need to keep uplifting each other. We need to keep uplifting these players, keep critiquing them, and you know what I'm saying, and just come together to break down everything so everybody understand what's going on. Who is that, Kylan? Yeah. Okay, I'm on the
stepmama.
But I'm getting ready to get off. I'll make some salmon cakes or whatever. No, that was Horace. Yeah. Their family is fighting generational curses. They are fighting. Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to tell you have to change the story. AL, I'm gonna get on that testimony on one day too on my live. But you have to be able to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like just grow in the teaching, how you teach your children. It's just that foundation. The foundation means everything. Or whatever. I don't know what he do with this thing. But thank you guys for coming. Thank you, Miss D, for coming on the panel.
Thank you for inviting me on the panel and let me share that live with you. You know.
Yeah, Miss D. You know, anytime you guys want to come up.
Thank you, chat.
Yeah, the chat been good, and anytime you guys want to come up, that's fine. We'll love to have you. But I gotta fix my salmon cakes, guys, with my rice and stuff. I don't know. I may throw some little broccoli with it and make me some cookies and stuff. Game night is game night. I'll be going.
So I have a question. And when you leave, how do I leave? You know, my live.
I don't know.
I don't want it to run.
Go into your I guess when I click off, it should click off. If not, when are you coming to the first game? Are you coming to the Players Club?
Yep.
Okay. So when I'm gonna I'll ask KSAP now. And I'll put it down. It
should leave when you leave. Okay, I guess.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm thinking so.
Okay.
Oh, Donna say. Let me see what Donna say. What a family that prays together, stays together. Great show. Let's go, Sky. Yes,
that's
guys.
Right.
Guys, make sure you hit the like button, like, share, and subscribe. If you want to donate to the channel, my Cash App and Venmo is at the bottom. But guys, let's get ready to go and let's get ready to root for our team tonight.
Yes, go Sky.
Oh, okay. Miss D, B Will said just exit StreamYard. That should be a bottom. There should be a button. Okay,
leave.
so
All
you'll
right,
be
okay.
good after that. So now you know how to get out. Yes, Black excellence. Yes, Alan,
Yes.
say it again. That's what we doing. Look, we stronger together than we are apart. Remember that. Okay, guys, I
All
will see
right.
you on the next one, and let's get ready to do watch these games tonight. Okay,
Have a good night.
everybody be
I'll see
safe.
y'all at the Players Club. Everybody go to the
Okay.
Players Club.
All right,
bye-bye.
yes, watch the Players Club tonight, guys.